This only took me forever. Sorry I'm late, guys. I do not have my chat pulled up yet, and everything took forever to get set up, and I don't even know how the framing is right now. So give me a minute. I forgot my password. Okay, yeah, that framing's not good. But we'll figure it out together, guys. Alright. So I hope you guys are all having a pretty wonderful day today. I have been, you know, just surviving. Hello, Thor. I have been surviving as best as I can. But I will be much happier when I can see my chat and I can see all of your guys' shining faces. Or something like that. I don't know. Probably a Gandhi quote. Who knows? There's just a cat next to me. Okay, now I have stuff pulled up. I am deeply sorry to the 18 people watching this train wreck in action. Boop! Hello, Rosie. Hello, Frame Raider. Hello, everybody. How are you guys today? Okay, I think this could be positioned a teens down. Give me 1 second. Mango shower! Okay. Ow. I think this needs to go a little bit more pointed downwards. Boop. Alright. And then I can move the entire computer off screen. Like so. Hello, SP1. How are you today? There is a fluffy kitty. Okay, I think computer would do better. Okay, my computer is not doing the things that I need it to do right now. Alright, actually that's kind of nice. Pokemon wall, here we go. We do indeed have a Pokemon wall right now. It's just not quite in any state of, like, done. Okay, I think that works a little better. I might actually want it over here, now that I'm, like, looking at it. Gotta paint 'em all, gotta paint 'em all, I'm in pain. Okay, so, this is the mural that I worked on a long time ago now, and also just tell me if my volume's weird. Hello there! Hope you guys are all having a wonderful day today. Okay, we're all framed now. And now I have a painting palette, so at least there's that. And I was smart enough to get the thingies that I need to draw. Hello, Patrick. Hello, Milk My Manager. Hello, Rosie, and everyone else. Rini, how are you doing today? Also, I paint with charcoal because it doesn't, like, I mean, you'd think it would smear more, but it actually smears way less than you think it would. Okay, so all framed and rated. All the rated. Okay, so Frame Raider recently did a review of Willy's Wonderland, and I have to say, guys, you have to watch Willy's Wonderland. It's such a good movie. Okay, so deciding the skyline has been really irritating with this painting, because the Gyarados is really close, and you can't see that. You can't see any of the framing that is the problem here. Okay, but if I were to move my camera upwards, you would see that the way that I framed the Gyarados and the Lugia is kind of like the Gyarados is 80 million stories tall. So I need to push him further back into the distance, right? That's sort of what I need to do. But in order to do that, I don't know what processes need to be in place. So we're gonna just figure this out together. I don't know. 1,000 brushes, one lonely eyeball. Where's the eyeball? But where is the eyeball? Okay, also Thor is right next to the microphone, so if you hear purring, it's a cat. She's now very interested in the blinking of the microphone. Use BioWare magic. Oh, BioWare. What a great company. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do, like, a bunch of splashies. Like, but they have to be off in the distance splashies, so they have to be kind of big and, like, they have to, like, have weight to them, I guess. Like, so the Gyarados is splashing out of the water. I don't know, it might not work. Who knows? Gonna be one less lonely eyeball. I hope I make that eyeball feel slightly less lonely, Frame Raider. Also, I have a big brush today, which is kind of an improvement, because usually I don't have big brushes. Okay. This is actually the exact paint I was using on Gyarados. It has just been living in my paint bin rent-free. I love that farting sound. Big Broosh. Big Broosh. Dan Cohen, how are you doing today? I still have not managed to get my butt to the post office, but it wouldn't even matter today, because today is Sunday. I did not remember what day it was for the entirety of the day, and I was literally watching a NASCAR race. I was watching the Cup Series race, and I was like, what day is it? NASCAR races on Sundays. Oh, it's an Eevee. This is an Eevee. It's not done yet, though. Why not just abandon your kids, Rose? Just like let the wilderness take them. That's the best idea I've got for you. The more I look at this, the more I think I need to try something else. The more I look at this, the more I'm like, I don't know if I like anything that's happening in this area. Wow, this paint has gotten a little bit separated with time, but it's fine. We can forgive and forget when paint doesn't work, right? Yeah, I've built and worked with race cars before. I mean, there's one in the garage, and I had to learn a lot about that for because Cody isn't going to bother hiring someone who actually knows what they're doing. So I had to basically learn secondhand a lot about race cars, specifically Asphalt Cup Series cars, which are kind of different than they're like specialized tools. Hello, Ale Chris. How are you today? Oh, abandoning your kids isn't allowed. Okay. Oh yeah, it was a Daytona road course, which was God, Blaney cannot manage to do anything. I wish Ryan Blaney would just like be my hero again, but he just has not been pulling like he should be. But it's fine. It's the beginning of the year. It's a road course. They haven't really raced before. I can forgive. And I mean, Ty Gibbs, who would have thought an 18-year-old would win an Xfinity series? That's so cool. I don't know. I was really excited about that. Hello. I'm going to be talking about NASCAR, guys. Thank you so much, Alan. Does it have the flaming chicken on it? Does it have like the phoenix on it? Cause I freaking love old school Firebirds. Like with the decal, those things look so cool. I don't know a lot about them. I know their mileage is shit, but so is like every car from that timeline because gas cost like 25 cents a gallon back then. I hope you guys heard my cat grunt. It was kind of cute. I'm doing very well. I'm pretending I know how to paint once again, which should be illegal at this point. Oh god, I just got paint all over these pants. But we're gonna see how this goes. Also, painting palette-wise, I have nothing to work with. Drag racing? Is that just that's just on a straight, right? The only real racing that I know about is like just NASCAR road kind of stuff, and a little bit of Formula 1. I will say that I know some stuff about Formula 1. There's this TikToker, and she's obsessed with Charles Leclerc, I believe it is. He's a Ferrari driver. And I'm obsessed with Kimi Räikkönen, who is this Finnish racer who just emits the most chaotic energy you could ever get from a human being. That Formula 1 documentary that's on Netflix, he shows up once in it, this like several episode documentary, and he literally just says, Formula 1's more like a hobby for me. Like, people would dedicate their entire lives to this, and Kimi Räikkönen's just like, it's a thing that I do, I guess. Oh, bye, Frame Reader. Wait, are you leaving? That's because he's finished. The ladder. Oh, I thought you said later, Frame Reader. Frame Reader, don't leave. I'm sorry I said... Rainy! Thank you so much with the blue boy. That's so stinking sweet of you. The eventual postage. I'm pretty sure yours has been sent out, but... Actually... I have to go check with the post office. I feel like something's been going on with my post office. They're being weird. Stay as long as you can. Thank you. She said the latter and not she said the latter and I thought it said later because I have the worst dyslexia known to man. Okay, so I think the splashy is gonna work for me, and then I can just like make ocean in this area. So I need to like transition this blue to like an ocean-y color, and then I need to learn how to draw an ocean. Yeah, and then I can like make a tidal wave over here. And I could, like, maybe even put some little dots in front of Lugia. So these guys are supposed to be really big. Thank you so much, Reenie. And Reenie is now the top supporter of the night. So stinking sweet of you. With a blue boy. Okay, I need to draw the ocean now, which I don't want. I've been not wanting to do, but it's fine. I'll figure it out. I want birthday cake. Birthday. I don't know what it is, but like shitty sheet cake is just, it's its own kind of like flavor, you know. I wouldn't say it's good, but like it's the flavor of birthday parties, which I appreciate. Actually, I'm completely covering this poor Eevee's head. This poor Eevee. I need to like work on giving this Eevee a head again first. Okay, let's just lop on some white there so I remember that there's something here. And then I can like work on that later. Yeah, that's gonna be an Eevee one day. But I accidentally put a bunch of blue in front of its face. It's gonna be a shiny Eevee. And that's gonna be its body, I think. Yeah. And that's gonna be tail. And that's gonna be leg. Okay, yeah. There's the body. Just... Hello, Bakugan. What's up? Wasn't Bakugan like a TV show that was on a long time ago? I have very, very vague memories of that. And I think they're very cursed memories as well. Hello, Sonar Konomi. What's up? Sonar Konomi, you gotta refresh the stream, my friend. I'm not that late to my stream. Oh, it's crying. Because I watered down the paint too much. I would cry too, honestly. Yeah, I'm just blocking in sort of the splashing that's gonna go on. Yeah, it's gonna be... I'm gonna make it tinier too, eventually. Just have to block this in so I kind of look like I know what I'm doing. I think I might base it a little bit off of the wave so I can say it's totally stylistic and like I'm not a bad artist. I think that'd be kind of cool. Just pretend I'm not a bad artist. That's what I do all the time. Hello, Boba Fett. What's up? I don't really find any paint to be particularly difficult to work with. I mean, honestly, paint is probably the most forgiving medium you've got to work with, because you can just keep going over things if you want something to look a little better. The hardest paint to work with is probably acrylic, because oils just are the most... Oils are literally like painting with butter. I don't know. So I guess acrylics, but like only a little bit. Just make your father buy a cake. Nicholas George! Oh snap! Hello, Nicholas! How are you today? Thank you so much for coming in with a massive freaking orange boy out of nowhere to this painting stream and stealing the top to supporter of the night. Thank you so much, buddy! Thank you so much! Holy snap! Just coming in with a massive orange boy. Just taking up the entire screen there. Thank you, buddy! I hope you're having a wonderful day. That is so stinkin' sweet. Cody says I need to stop saying so stinkin' sweet, but I think it's just the thing that I like to say. Okay, this is not looking like a wave, even kind of. So I think I'm gonna actually have to like bring it all the way up here, I think. And then I need to use an ultramarine. Need to be using like a better blue than I have. Death cookies. Death cookies sound great. Death cookies sound like the best way to die. I was actually thinking about it, and I know this is super morbid, but I was like, if I just like were to decide how I would die, how would I do it? Like, how would I go about it? Like, if I could have whatever death I want. And everyone says old and in their sleep, obviously, when surrounded by people you love. But, eaten by sharks? Really? You don't want to be eaten by sharks? Thought it was a canvas. It's a wall. It's a wall. You can tell because my snake's thermostats are plugged into it. They are currently 90 and 88 degrees respectively on their warm spots. Which is a little bit high, but I bump it up a little bit in the winter because the other side gets so cold. Actually, that's about right. I mostly post art on Instagram, but I haven't been posting a lot lately. I haven't been super in the social media mood, and I don't know when I'll get back into it. Maybe never. So my Tiny One Badger. It's my Tiny One Badger account. Drowning. Drowning sounds like a terrifying way to die. Bless you, Thor. My cat sneezes like a person. It's so cute. Okay, this paint is very chonk. This paint is quite the chonky boy. And I was hoping it would mix to like more of a deep, mysterious blue, but this is like happy time, fun time, baby blue. Love you too, Boba Fett. I hope you're having a wonderful day. My entire outlook of Boba Fett changed since once I started watching the freaking The Mandalorian. Cause beyond the movies, I don't know a lot about Star Wars. So I didn't really get the hype behind Boba Fett, obviously, because like he was a guy who showed up. Okay, cool, all right. Like that was all I really understood that Boba Fett was, you know. I didn't really know anything else about him. But now I understand the hype. I think the problem with sort of franchises like Star Wars is you're constantly dealing with these hyper powerful figures that are just more powerful than anything that we've ever encountered. So a normal guy who's just a cool badass guy feels like nothing up against them, you know? Like, there's a scene in the new Star Wars game that came out, like, probably last year, I want to say, where Darth Vader shows up, and he just starts ripping things apart with no effort, and, like, you don't understand how powerful he is, you know? Wait, how cold is it? Is Alaska nice right now? It's probably nice and warm, because it's on the other side of the equator. I don't know if that's how the equator works. I did spend some time in Alaska, which was terrible because during the winter, you would only get like 6 hours of sunlight. And it was Juneau, Alaska, so it was still like southern Alaska. It wasn't as bad as other areas. But 6 hours of sunlight where the sun just ghosts the horizon the entire time is fucking terrible. His power level was literally over 9,000, guys. You don't understand. It was literally over 9,000. Anyways, I just wanted to, like, add this Gyarados to the scene properly, because I feel like he has not been integrated very well. I feel like he's just crammed in here, and it doesn't look natural. Also, the Eevee now looks absolutely terrifying. Was it Dragon Ball Z, Dan? Did you hear it from Dragon Ball Z? Actually, I complain about this kind of stuff a lot. Northern Lights are beautiful. The area of Alaska I was in, it wasn't like a super common occurrence. I don't think I ever really saw them, and if you did, it was like very vague colors on the horizon. I've never been somewhere where you could see the Northern Lights, because it's like a specific, it doesn't happen all year round, and it doesn't happen every night. It's like a specific cosmic event, you know? But Alaska was a really nice place to live. It's great in the summers. In the summer, you still have snow on the top of the mountains. It's really cool. The wave print? Is that what I'm looking for? Yes. Alright, I'm basing this entirely off of the wave. Eastern Lights in New York. Yeah. What paints am I using? Shitty acrylic paints. I'm not a highbrow artist, guys. If you think that I'm someone who, somehow manages to, be good at stuff, you're wrong. I don't, like, go out of my way to have, incredibly expensive supplies, but an eyebrow artist, I mean, I don't do anything to my eyebrows, if we're talking makeup-wise. What band is that? Okay, I'm just gonna Google giant wave and get some reference images. Imhaj. Ooh, these are pretty! Guys, the ocean's so pretty. I wish I lived anywhere near an ocean that actually looked pretty. Every ocean I've ever been near is, like, disgusting. I'm not gonna lie. Every ocean I've been within a stone's throw of has always looked like coffee. Why blow off a water? I don't know. My thing is, figure out you're good at something before you spend a lot of money on it, you know? Like, figure out if you even like the thing. I don't understand these people that blow, like, thousands and thousands of dollars on really expensive art supplies that they don't even, like, bother using, you know? That they don't... So, like, just learn to be good at something before you, like... Oh, I love that, Rose. Oh, I'll probably just accidentally ignore them. Hello, studio. How are you today? I'll probably just accidentally ignore them. I'm not paying as much attention to the chat today as I need to be, and I'm sorry about that, guys. Because I can't look at the chat and put color on a wall. By the way, is my volume okay? And also, can you hear my cat purring? And if so, is that annoying? Because Thor is laying on the microphone right now. And I don't want to get her to stop because she's really cute. She's a really cute little cat. Okay. I feel like that dusty blue actually did help add in some oceanic colors to it, because the actual ocean seems to be more of like a gray color, but it's fine. Hello, Plus Ultra, how are you today? Volume's good? Good. Because sometimes I listen back to my streams and, like, I need to buy, like, a $100 microphone or something, because my audio peaks so badly, and I wish I could just, like, literally real time run my audio through Audacity or something, because I can make my audio sound good for my videos by running it through Audacity and just normalizing it and reducing peaking and all that kind of stuff. But I can't do that without exporting the audio, I think. I don't know. I usually don't know what I'm talking about, which is it works for me. Okay, if we sell this house, can I take the wall with me? Is that, like, an option? Duct tape banana. Beautiful. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, technically anything can be classified as art. If you know anything about the Dada movement, you'll know all about the one that's literally just a toilet, and that's art. It's just a toilet. I'm not even messing with you. It's just a toilet. How does, like, the ocean turn into, like, the ocean? How does, like, the wave transition... I know that was really dumbly put, but how does the wave transition into, like, just ocean? Do I, like, make it lighter or darker? I don't think so. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Like, I'll like, have to, like, somehow subtly add in, these are calm waters, and then fucking wave. And then fucking wave. Yay! Oh yeah, I know my audio is probably freaking terrible. But it's fine. I'll do better one day. Rome wasn't built in a day. And my audio won't get better overnight. Maybe it'll never get better. I have other priorities. By the way, I have another idea for a video, because I just bought a corset. And according to, like, the corset measurement guide, I don't exist, because, my ribcage measurement, like, my, underbust, I think it's called, is 28, and my waist measurement is 23. And they said that it's really uncommon to have a difference of 4 inches between these things. And it's like, is it my fault that my ribcage is just a fucking barrel? Like, it's literally telling me I don't exist, and I'm just like, can I still buy the corset? Like, the point of the corset's to make your waist smaller. I'm just starting out at a smaller waist, right? Right? So anyways, random tangent aside, I want to make a video that's like, I tried waist training. Did it actually change anything? Because Jefferson... Finally finishing the mural. I did never do the sexy motocross stream, and the reason I didn't is because that costume, when I wear it and there's a microphone nearby, the way that the costume rubs together is so fucking annoying. Let me get it, actually. I'm just gonna jump over. Like, listen to this. Like, I could not justly do a stream wearing this. Because you'd be hearing that in the background the entire time. And that's horrible, right? Like, I was gonna wear it out one day, and I literally couldn't. I just got paint on the leg, but that's fine, it'll come off. Like, I cannot justly do a stream in that costume. Hello, Mango, how are you today? Oh, I'll make a black hole. That sounds great. Rome was destroyed today. By the way, thank you so much for the Green Boy, Jefferson. I am finally finishing the mural. I'm doing a thing that I said I would do. I am indeed working on the Pokemon mural. This is like some old school tiny bullshit. This is like back when I first started streaming and I didn't understand how anything worked and it was terrible. And I was going through an emotional roller coaster that entire time, guys. I just want you guys to know that. That was a really terrible time in my life. And I never really told you guys about this because I was sort of seeing someone and I found out he was married. Like, in that whole bracket of time when I first, like, started streaming. Like, I literally had met this dude at the gym and we were kind of hanging out. And then I figured out he was married, and I was, like, going through that whole drama while streaming. And some days I would come on stream, and it would totally be obvious that I had been, like, fucking sobbing, like, 2 minutes before I started my stream. And, like, I know I never told you guys about that, but it's because it was so sucky I didn't want to. Real hell of a boss moment right there. No kidding, honestly. Like, that entire time fucking sucked. That fucking sucked, man. But, you know, at least that didn't pan out, thank God. I'm better now. Hello, cool anime girls, what's up? How are you today? What's a BPAP machine? Oof. Use Pam. Is Pam good at getting paint off of stuff? Literally an oof. Boop, boop, boop. I like how the wave's going. I mean, I'm at a weird angle, but it's fine. Pooh. Rose is everyone's mom. At least now it's better. No kidding. It's better now because I decided just to, like, be celibate. Honestly, like, incels kind of have it made when you think about it. Like, when you're celibate, there's, like, no emotional drama from the other end. I have so many friends that are in relationships right now, and it's so obvious to me that they're miserable, like, 95% of the time, and they're like, it's the 5% that makes it, man, and I'm just like, the sex can't be that good. My hand's probably better. Tiny what? What? Childish adult here. I'm a baby. Did I paint a slowpoke? Yeah, he's just over behind my snakes. He's behind my snakes. Also, there's a painting over here. What is this? What is this painting? Oh, that's not interesting at all, actually. Wow, I'm sorry. I thought this would be something interesting. Also, my underwear are showing. Yeah. Long torso. Hello, Darakuda, what's up? Boop. No, I think if you take on the mentality to never initiate, like, guys don't initiate to me as much as they used to, or at least guys that I'm interested in don't. Because, I've been stopped by, like, 5 men in the past, like, week or two, just to, like, try and get me to give them my number in, like, Walmart or something. And it's never someone who I think should feel that brave, and maybe that's offensive. Like, last time a guy stopped me, this was actually a while ago now that I think about it. It was around Christmas, and he was, this dude who was wearing an elf costume. But, like, not a good one, like one he probably bought for, like, $20 from Walmart. And he was like, "You are so pretty." And I was like, "Thanks." And I just continued scanning stuff, and he kept, like, inching closer to me as I was scanning stuff and, like, asking me questions about myself. And on the best of day, I don't usually take advances, but you are wearing an elf costume, sir. Who tries to hook up at Walmart? At least 30 people. Hello, King Bababoo, what's up? I got that plumber butt. Actually, my butt crack doesn't start until like right here. I feel like I have a very low butt crack. Hello, Blake, what's up? Hope you're having a wonderful day. The elf costume would make you even more interested. You caught a shiny Ditto? I wish that it was like I think in Gen 2, when Ditto transforms, it stays the shiny form of the Pokemon it transforms into. Yeah, I guess the people that are like risking social interaction right now are the more socially inept ones, because like most people with like a brain in their skill understand that we're like masked up for a reason. We probably are trying to keep away from other people's germs, you know? Like there's this guy in a gas station right as COVID was starting, and I think we were before masks were like being demanded, but also being told to like wash our hands and not touch people, and he like tried to shake my hand. He was like, and I was like, I'm sorry, I have people I care about at home, I'm not going to shake your hand. And he was like offended. God, that was a year ago. Oh god, I cannot believe COVID started a year ago. Okay, I have this really bad problem where, like, when people come up and say hi to me, I just assume I've forgotten who the fuck they are and continue talking to them. So if someone wants to troll me that way, they could totally do that. I think COVID's been, like, the longest... COVID has been the longest 10 years of my life. It's not even... It has not even been, it's, like, basically been a year. I can't believe, like... It's so much. I cannot believe how much it is. Also, a good way to help with values and hues is to have two colors, one a dark and one a light, but have neither of them be black or white, because you can create a lot more interesting values that way, and I know that rhymed, but it just adds more eyeball interest than if you're, like, using one color and then black and white into it. And also, it's a really lazy way to do things. Thor, stop it! That's old! God. You're gonna break things. COVID's the worst meme. Can we, like, I thought COVID was kind of fun, you know, for the first month when I got to go on a lot of hikes and didn't have to go to the gym, because it was literally closed. But nowadays, yeah, it's terrible. Okay, so, there's this, I don't know if I should talk about this, but it's been on my mind lately, and there's this fat acceptance activist, and, she basically says that the reason that women go to the gym and, like, try to be skinny is because of the patriarchal view, and, it's considered, attractive to men for women to be skinny, so that's why they try to be skinny, because men are into it, and I'm like, then why are there skinny lesbians? And also, why do I bodybuild? Because men generally don't find a buff woman attractive. They tend to find it masculine. And I'm like, if it is the patriarchy making me do this, why am I doing it wrong? That's stupid. I love stupid stuff. Exactly. Like, I dress femininely and, like, go to the gym because that's how I like for myself. And I feel like I should look like something that... I feel like I should look like something I want to look like, you know? I don't think it's the patriarchy telling me that I want shoulder caps that look like Chris Redfield. I think that's the me telling me that. Jefferson, everything's your fault. How dare. Sorry, guys. Rip, men. I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with wanting to catch the male gaze, but I do think it's really weird to assume every woman does everything for the male gaze. And it's even weirder coming from a woman who's saying that she's like... And she doesn't even do fat activism anymore, because she calls it something else. She doesn't do, like, the body positivity movement or the body acceptance movement. She does, like, something... Thor, if you keep scratching my $400 chair, I'm going to beat you! She's Hi, Mal. Hello. Hello, Mal. I love you. You're the best, you know that? Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Or sneeze on me, whatever. Dog. There's a puppy. Now he's gonna lay down on the microphone. Perfect, perfect. Now, I need that. I need that. Oh my god. guys. He's so clingy. Why is he so clingy? What did I do to deserve this? Hi. Okay, you leaving? No, he's going to get a toy. I know him. I know his mentality. I can't see my screen. Chair in the way. Or should I say cat scratching post? Jesus Christ. Hi. Okay, and... You can come in here. You can come in here. No. He's the god of fluff. He really is. He's like he's such a fluffy dog. Also, I don't know where his butt is. I've never seen his butt before. No, I don't. Honestly, people should be into what they're into, you know? Yeah, Rose, the thing is, I think it's weird that people think that being overweight, changes every aspect of how they go through the world. Because, like, I've been chubby before. I was a chubby kid. And I still got hit on by creepy old men. I still got uncomfortably catcalled while underaged. Being overweight does not change that much of your experience unless you're, like, getting into, like, the higher tiers, I suppose. Because I was overweight. I was in the overweight category. I don't think I was obese as a child. I'm not really sure. But, I will say, I think it's less acceptable for a woman to be overweight than a man. But that's just in, like, random trends that I've noticed. He is a woolly freaking husky. He is so lovely. Unless what you're into is redacted. Is that a Fireball 2 toy? Yeah, Dan got it for us. It's a fur ball. It's a fur ball. You must be the highest tier. No! Yeah, and, like, I think people need to lose weight for themselves, not because society tells them to, you know? And I do think it's a very nuanced topic. I do think being overweight can, or obese can affect your experience through life, but it's not going to change... It's not going to make you have, like, such a drastically different experience, you know? Because, honestly, buying clothes, I think clothing nowadays is geared more towards, a higher BMI, because, like, when I go buy clothes, I literally have to shop in the children's section. And maybe it's because I'm 5 feet tall, but they don't make clothes for my body in America anymore. Like, this is an extra small, guys. There is no... What? And these are children's pants that are still baggy on me. Now... Yeah, he has so much fuzz on him. He's the fuzziest boy. I have to give him all of the love, guys. How often do I take the dog out for walks? He got a really long walk today. I try to walk him every single day, but, he doesn't get super long walks, except, maybe, like, once a week. Yeah, I literally, like, these jeans, when they're pulled down to where they're supposed to be, go, like, over my ankle. You love seeing Mal in the video. He's great. I love him. Need to walk Loki. Loki needs to lose weight, too. What kind of dog is Loki? I love you. I love you. You guys want to know the funniest accusation I've ever gotten? Like, it was a random message that I got on Twitter. Like, I was checking through my, unread DMs, and someone accused me of having sex with Mal. Which, I can't understand how anyone would think that would be okay, or be something that I would do. One, he's neutered, so, like, you can't. Two, that's fucking disgusting. Mal is baby. Mal is my child. I was so goddamn offended that, like, I think I turned red, actually. I was so mad. I can't... People just accuse people of doing shit like that. Like, what? Aw, lab mixes, that's cute. I was thinking about that. I was, like, thinking about that the other day, because that's so fucking gross. Don't have sex with your dogs. Please don't. That's really gross. Mal is baby. People are, I think it's because I'm a furry, and people assume that if you're a furry, you want to rape animals, which, like, guys, I don't work as hard for my body as I do to not be attractive to human men, okay? You knocked over the microphone now. You monster. You knocked over the microphone. Sorry if that was horribly loud, guys. Is it a really blue ocean? You read my Twitter? Sometimes. Why are we talking about this again? Because I remembered it and it grossed me out. And I had to, like, explain it to you guys. Dogs are, like, they're just the best little creatures in the world. And I feel like anyone who wants to hurt them is a fucking monster. Like, that YouTuber who, like, had a video of her just, like, slapping and spitting on her dog. What a goddamn monster, you know? I tried to bite now. Gonna bite him in the ear. No, I have a bunch of fur in my mouth and I'm trying to pick it out. Oh my god, Reenie, that's fucking disgusting. Reenie, that's horrible. And then there's Shane Dawson. Oh god, there's Shane Dawson. Oh, the girl who beat her dog is still on YouTube? That's great, I love that. Stop chewing on random things and chew on your toy. No. Oh, that's so slimy. You are a gross boy, you know that? He's a nasty boy. Yeah, like, I don't understand how someone could hurt, like, such a sweet, innocent animal like a dog. A dog is the culmination of everything that you put into it. Raising a dog is, it's fucking hard work, for one. And, I don't think a dog is a beginner pet like everybody makes it out to be. But it's also an incredibly rewarding process because you've just got this little dumbass you're slowly realizing is, like, figuring out how to be alive. And you get to be a part of that process, which is fucking beautiful. And, like, they're just such cool, intelligent, like, sweet creatures that have a great emotional bond with each other and humans, you know? And I can't imagine someone wanting to hurt a dog. I can totally understand someone wanting to hurt a cat. I'm kidding. The fur bobs. He's a fur baby. Thank God she still gets a lot of hate. Frame Raider, China is a very confusing place. I don't understand the things they consider legal and illegal. Didn't someone get put to death for like, literally just, like, calling... Is it a prime minister? Do they have a prime minister or a dictator? Anyways, they said he looked like Winnie the Pooh. People eat dogs in China. Oh, great! Yeah, I don't think that you should eat predators. I know that's weird, and, like, a weird place to draw the line, but if an animal is a predator, I don't think you should eat it. What did Shane Dawson do to his cat? He had one cat that got killed by his husky. And, he also did, like, a whole, like, stupid joke about, raping his cat, which is, kind of horrible and disgusting. Don't joke about that shit. Hades owns a 3-headed dog. I would love to see, like, Cerberus used in more cinema. I would love just a great little story about a kid that accidentally wrote to Satan for a puppy, and instead of Santa, and they got a Cerberus, like a puppy Cerberus, and, like, had to raise it and, like, teach it to be good, and I would just love, like, something like that. Wouldn't you guys want to watch that? I think that's a weird distinction to make. I wouldn't eat a shark. I guess it's a weird distinction to make, but, like, I guess I'm just trying to figure out where I draw the line, and I've never eaten a predator, and I don't plan to eat a predator. I would maybe eat human meat. Like a little Garfield of a Cerberus. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know if I could do a children's book where a kid accidentally writes to Satan, because I guarantee a lot of parents would not be okay with that. Okay, so vegans aren't vegan. Got it. That's what I'm getting from you, Plus Ultra. Mal's amazing. He's the best boy. Stop chewing on my tarp. That's probably got chemicals on it that you cannot eat. Stop! Okay, okay. Gotta move your face. Gotta move your entire face. Now, look, squeaky toy. Yes. Distraction. Ha! Don't eat predators. That could just come from my vor fetish, though. You don't get Mal. I get Mal. He's the best. You don't get to have a Mal. Mal, why are you stepping on the microphone? And that's how you get him out of the room. No. I'd love to clone Mal. Because his dad actually passed away a couple years ago. So we can't get another Mal from the breeders. Which sucks. Go get boy. Alright, Mal, I have to get back to painting, but I want you to know that I love you and care about you, okay? Go find Cody. Go annoy him. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, guys, he can't be in here the entire time because, he eats everything. I can see that, Plus Ultra. I can get where you're coming from with that. But, you find that animals that eat meat are more intelligent. Pigs are omnivores, dolphins are carnivores, dogs are carnivores, and animals that tend to be lower on the intellectual bracket tend to only eat plants. And I guess eating something because it's stupid is not a great cause, because I would be one of the first people to be eaten if that were how we were to do things. Have a Mal stream, but I love him. I love him very dearly, but eventually Mal has to learn he can't be in every area that I'm in all the time. Mal's a great dog, but he wants to be up under you 100% of the time. Mal stream, take him for a walk, Mal vlog. Ah yes, cannibalism. Delicious. Long pork. But where do we draw the line at what sentience is, I suppose? Like, what is... I think that's, like, a very philosophical question, like, what is sentience and what isn't? And, would we risk our intelligence to become, vegetarians and have, like, a more compassionate lifestyle? Because I will... Well, eating meat is what allowed us to develop the brain function to become humans, way back in the when. That's a very similar thing with carbs. Once we learned to start settling down and baking breads and growing our own food, we became more intelligent as a species as well. That's why I have gripes with the keto community. I didn't realize I would get in such a fucking fight with the keto community, but God, I did. Hello, Chris Rod. How are you today? How are you, beautiful man? The amazing, illustrious Chris Rod, who had to change his profile picture because it was scaring the little girls. I'm having a very good evening. I hope you're having a wonderful evening as well. I'm trying to paint something, but my dog came in and he was cute, and now I smell like a dog toy. Which isn't a great smell, if I'm being honest. Okay. Now I need to make like a good sandy color to like get the base of this done. And this is going to be an annoying thing to make because I need a lot of it. You took a fat-ass nap. That sounds awesome. I would love to take a nap right now. Okay, so I'm mixing a lot of colors together, and I need to counteract the blue, so I need like a lot of orangey tones. I just flopped a bunch of paint on me. Bloop. Okay. Bodily autonomy. That's interesting. Damn character limit. That's it. I guess that's an interesting line to draw it at. I would have never thought of that. I'm just squeezing a bunch of paint into this palette and hoping that it comes out brown. I don't know what color this is going to turn into. I'm gonna guess more of a lavender shade than anything. Not like the sandy shade that I was going for. But it's gonna be hard to backtrack from this really deep blue tone. It's actually getting some greens in there. That's kind of nice. Anyways, the reason that I've been like tackling issues of animal sentience is I I in one of my stories I have it so that animals get merged with humans and can become and basically become intellectual creatures through that, and they become essentially furries, but it's a little bit more complicated than that because some of the mergers don't turn out correctly. And I'm just trying to figure out where to draw the line at what becomes a monster and what becomes a human when merged with what. And most predators I find would become a human, but like reptiles and stuff like that would keep a lot more humanity because there's not enough to take over. And then when a cow gets merged with the human, it becomes more of a monstrous creature because there's not enough intelligence to take over, or something like that. And like, yes, there is intelligence, but not enough. Like a cow is an intelligent creature, but they aren't on the level of like say a dolphin or a dog or something. Zootopia. It's not really Zootopia because it's actually very similar to the anime BNA, I would say, but more if it was humans that were turning into these animals and like sort of a struggle between which creature has the autonomy over the body. Yeah, there are. I think parakeets are some of the most intelligent animals like out there. Like parakeets are crazy intelligent animals. An African gray parrot was the first animal to ask a question that was like an actual thoughtful question. It asked what color it was because it didn't know the word for what color it was. No, I see that plus ultra, and I think that if you have a cat, it needs to be an indoor cat because of those reasonings. But people do indeed stand the cat culture. But I mean, how could you not? Cats are great. Like, they're terrible for the natural environment, so stop letting them outside. But that's like, I love ball pythons, but I'm not going to release my pythons into Florida because Burmese pythons completely are overrunning the place right now. Delicious cold cuts. That sounds. I would love some just. I would love some just like dumb people food right now. Like, just food that is the lowest common denominator of food, like Hamburger Helper or something. Oh my god! Wait, cool anime girls, how did you get racially profiled? Oh my god, that's horrible. It's a little hilarious, but a little bit horrible. Well, I think snakes are awesome, but they're killing a bunch of the local ecosystem in Florida, you know? This is like diarrhea. This is diarrhea colored now. This is getting worse before it's getting better. And I still need to counteract that greenish shade now. I just want sand. I am making so much paint and I just want sand. God, that's horrible, cool anime girls. One of my buddies, he's African American, Puerto Rican, not Puerto Rican. No, it's Puerto Rican. He's African American Puerto Rican mixed, and he'll get like he gets like some shit for it. Like people are always like, "Why do you know Spanish?" And it's like because I was raised to know that language. It's so weird. Like the fact that people get irritated because you don't look like you are the thing that you are is so weird to me. Oh yeah, snakes. Burmese pythons specifically are messing up the Florida environment right now, which sucks because I obviously like snakes a lot, but you have to kill them at that point to get rid of them. Federal butt inspector. There's this guy at my gym, and I've been trying to find the least offensive way to ask him what ethnicity he is, you know? Because, like, he has, like, a perfect, just very Americanized accent, actually quite southern, but, he has, like, a face where I don't know if he's Greek or if he's, like, if he descends from, like, Greek heritage or Hispanic heritage, and I'm really curious about it, but, like, I don't know a non-offensive way to ask that, you know? Oh yeah, it's super offensive to tell someone that they speak so well when it's like they've probably lived in America their entire life. Like telling someone of a different nationality, like, "Oh, you're so well spoken." It's like, thanks. What are you supposed to do with that? Okay, plus I'll try it that way. Because sometimes people are like really excited to tell you like all about their general heritage. Like me specifically, I love telling people about the weird bullshit that like got put into a test tube to make me because on my father's side we have my grandma who was was Jewish but escaped from Poland to America to escape the Nazi regime. So she's Polish and was Jewish, but she converted to Christianity because she was so scared to be perceived as Jewish that she just decided to change her religion. And then we got on my mom's side. We don't know who my dad's grandfather was. He was a bastard baby because her husband was infertile, and she like revealed on her deathbed that she just had sex with a random guy to make my dad. So we don't know about that. And then on my mom's side, you've got these like people who also immigrated from I believe Ireland. They immigrated from Ireland and kept to their community, and that's where like my grandma and my grandpa came from, just that little community of Irish people. And then and then you've got that made me. So I'm just like a Polish, we don't really know, and then like Irish baby, which is like really boring heritage wise, you know? It's just a bunch of whiteness like thrown into a blender. But then we've got my grandpa, who is my mom's adopted father, and he's like full-blooded Cherokee Native American. But I can't really like own that because even though I was like raised by this man and grew up with him, I'm not genetically related to him, so I don't really get to lay claim to any of that, which kind of sucks, I will say. Oh yeah, I usually never mention people's accents unless it's a Russian accent, and then I'll be like, "Holy shit, I love your accent," and they're always really excited about it because I love Russian accents so much. Like there was this woman, and it wasn't a Russian accent; it was a Ukrainian accent. She was from the Ukraine, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I love your voice. I love how you talk, the way you speak. Can you just keep talking to me?" And she was like, "Oh, thank you. I'm from the Ukraine," and I was like, "Ah, I love you." I loved her voice so much. I wanted to be her friend. She loved my dog. Surprise! I think everybody's got some random surprise heritage in there. Oh no! I don't know Spanish. I'm sorry. My parents only use their other language to talk shit about me. Polish, Dutch, German, Puerto Rican, and unknown. That's fun. I love okay, any like I really love just foreign accents, and I felt like an asshole because there's this guy I was following on TikTok, but and we became friends recently, and I didn't realize I'd never heard his voice because he did so many like dances. He like did voiceovers and stuff like that. Didn't know his voice, and then I was like, "Why are you awake?" And he's like, "Cause I live in London." And I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I forget everyone doesn't live in America." And he was like, "My accent didn't give it away." And I was like, "Why didn't I realize this man had an accent? What's wrong with me?" You don't know Spanish, only how to cuss a little bit. Did you ever get hit with a flip flop? Please tell me you got hit by a flip flop once. That just like I just know that I know it's a stereotype. I understand it's a stereotype, but it sounds like something that happens. I would love to learn some Russian, honestly. I don't know any Russian, and anytime I read their language, I just try to read how it would look in English. Please hit me with a flip flop. Please step on me, mommy. Is that pronounced chancla? Chancla? Okay, mainly Mexican, because my uncle, who married in on my aunt's side, is very heavily Mexican, and he has so many stories of women just beating, of like womanly, motherly figures beating him throughout his life. Like he has this one story of a time he was eating pudding, and then he licked the back of the spoon, and his teacher took the spoon from him and just slapped him in the hand with it. No, Puerto Rican. It's not a Puerto Rican thing? Darn. This looks like poop. But it's okay, I'll put highlights over it. And then it'll look less like poop. I just need to use all of this fucking paint that I made, because it's the ugliest color I've ever seen in my life. And now I have a barrel of it. I just... For all I know, the Mexican people are a people of very strong women who just beat the shit out of their children. No, that's not accurate. But it is a funny stereotype that I noticed. Hello, Erin. How are you today? The word that I knew for shoes was Zapdos, and I only remembered that because of the Pokemon. Which I think that was an accident because the legendary birds, Moltres, it's Articuno, Uno, Moltres, Trace, and then Zapdos, Dos, and it's like Uno, Dos, Trace. So they're numbers, and there's 3 of them, and it's very smart on Pokemon. It's very smart on Pokemon's end. But also they accidentally named one after shoes. I wasn't trying. Well, like it's more of a sand color, but we were talking about nationalities before that, so it's fine. And it's gonna be sand. I just haven't added eye highlights yet. Uno, dos, tres. Trees. I've been doing well. Today I did every dish ever. I did all of the dishes, which sucks because it's the most repeating task in the world. Like you do the dishes. Then you make dinner, and then the entire sink is full again. And I'm just like, is there a way to fix this? Also, we don't have a dishwasher right now. I am the dishwasher. I am the dishwasher now. One is indeed called Ho-Oh, but it didn't come out till the 2nd generation. I think it was shown in the first episode of the anime, though, before they had developed Ho-Oh's color scheme. And I was always really tripped out by that, because I kind of thought that Ho-Oh was 1st generation, because I didn't get to play the 1st gen games, because everything I got as a kid was hand-me-down. So I didn't play the 1st generation of games until the 2nd generation came out, but I loved the TV show as a kid. Hulu. I am the walrus. Oh, baby. Yeah. I can't wait to finish this Eevee so it doesn't look like it's sobbing. Tell Cody to use those muscles to do the dishes. Actually, I do every task around here. I mow the lawn when the lawn needs to be mowed. I clean the dishes. I take out the trash. I do all of the generically masculine and the feminine tasks. And I get it. It's because I pay like $400 worth of rent, which is super cheap for this area. So I feel like I need to do like a lot of tasks to make up for the fact I don't pay that much in rent. But still, I do all of it. You talk a lot of shit for a dishwasher. Eevee is an empty husk. It's so sad. Poor baby. It's just the saddest thing. That's the saddest story I ever heard. God, the fucking Digimon movies were abominations. It should have cute black beady anime eyes, but the thing is, if I want to get the eye shine correct, I need to put white down first, because I don't want to put white over a black color, because it's going to take forever to build up the correct white color, so I put it over brown, so I'd have to do less work. And that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. I'm just not going to care too much. I've decided to be unabashedly not giving half a shit all the time. Rent is paid through cash and manual labor. Both of the things. And then he has the audacity to complain about the cleaning or, like, he won't do his laundry for 4 months, and then he'll ask me why I haven't done his laundry, and I'm just like, 'cause you haven't asked? Kill me. The Eevee is in pain. Poor baby. Okay, so I think I put down a good base layer for this area. Let's see if I can lighten this shade up now. Beach. What would be a good, nice, beachy color? The sands aren't going to be too white, but like a whitey, yellowy sand could be kind of nice. Yeah, I'm just going to scoop all of this paint to the bottom. Actually, if I find an empty painty container, then I can use this paint later. God, I'm so smart. Where's an empty paint? How do I have no empty paints? You can't tell me I don't use all the paint that I buy. I think the this one's mostly empty. Okay, yeah. This one's mostly empty. This is gonna be a fucking mess. This is about to be the biggest mistake I've ever made. He does not tell me to get on it, doggone it, very much. He usually just yells at me. Yeah. It's mostly yelling. Yelling is Cody's love language. Ew. Now I'm gonna get all of this paint into this bottle so I don't waste all this paint that I decided to make, which is the nastiest color I've ever seen, so I don't even know why I'm trying to save it. I just feel like no paint left behind, you know? This is disgusting. This was a terrible idea that I had. This is really gross. It looks like baby poop! What's the rest supposed to be? Like a wave, and it's like a beach. It's like a beachy wave. It'll be fine. Cody, okay, he says he doesn't yell, but holy crap, he yells. Like, he'll get really, really loud and then be like, I'm not yelling! And then I'll be like, I'll do this thing where I'll just, like, slowly bring my voice down to a low volume when he's getting too loud. And, like, I think he gets very loud when he's excited or when he's angry or when he's feeling any emotion. He just gets loud. It's kind of a dude thing where, like, they have these very booming voices. And, like, I'll try to, like, slowly bring the volume of the conversation down by, like, bringing my voice lower and lower. God, people are gonna think I'm abused. Typical Puerto Ricans, too. Like, and I've noticed this trend a lot with my, with, like, people, I guess people close to me, because they'll do, like, the I'm not yelling thing when they're very obvious, when they're just talking very loudly in an angry way, and I'm like, then what do you classify as yelling? Like, what do you classify as being angry or yelling or anything like that, you know? If, talking incredibly loudly in an angry voice is not yelling. Yeah, he's my roommate, but, we're, like, best friends. He's kind of like a dad. Cody's like my dad or my big brother. Like, he takes care of me, but, like, it's not, like, a romantic thing, you know? Yeah, exactly, Sonokomomi. And, like, I have ADHD, so my voice gets super loud, too, when I'm excited about stuff. But I don't really get mad. I can't remember the last time I was, like, mad about something. Why are you yelling at me? Stop yelling. Don't yell. Okay, I saved all of the nasty brown paint for some fucking reason. I don't know why I did, but I did. ADHD. ADHD. All of the HD ads. Actually, I find that YouTube makes my ads in, like, the most beautiful, clear, crisp ever, and then when it gets into the video, it's at, like, 3p. This is yelling. This is whining. I am not whining, I'm complaining. A very good distinction to make. Oh god, these paintbrushes are getting really nasty. And there's probably not a lot of saving them. All things considered. Gross. There's so much paint on my fingers, and I would like it to be gone. That looks bad. I don't know how to fix this, and it's not getting better. It kind of looks like poop. It's fine. It'll be okay. I'm not whining, I'm complaining. There's a big difference. That's like my usual standpoint on it. Okay, I'm trying to lighten up this shade a little bit, but it's not going well. I think I just started with way too dark of a nasty brown shade. Which, by the way, this is a fucking gross shade. This looks really nasty. This is actually not a very good Eevee color either. I don't know, it's growing on me. Also, I have no idea where the lighting's coming from in this scene. I assume just up above in general. This looks bad. It's fine. I feel just so unclean right now. I just feel very, poor Eevee. It'll get better before it gets worse, hopefully. Oh, that's actually the perfect color. Like, this straight out of the tube color is, like, the perfect color for this. Now he looks like he's being tortured. Poor thing! Oh no. I like that plopping sound that it just made. Corpse Eevee. RIP. It'll get better before... It gets worse before it gets better, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Oh, there's so much green. Why is there so much green? This brown that I just put on it fades to, like, a really nasty green color. I'm trying to add in some of this nice chocolatey brown that I have, and it doesn't work very well. Like, this is a pretty shade of brown. The shade of brown that Eevee is right now is a goddamn sin. The shade of brown that is currently being used is a sin. I think I need to wait for the blue behind it to dry before I continue doing this. Well, maybe it'll get better. I don't know why I'm doing this, but this is how we're doing it. Believe in the power of the sponge. I'm trying to believe in the power of the sponge, guys. It's not very convincing, but it's fine. There's just a lot of paint everywhere. Your cousin's dog is named Eevee? That's cute! It's a good name for a dog. Because Eevee is, like, my favorite Pokemon. You guys have no idea. I mean, I have a lot of favorites. It's hard to pick a favorite. They're all just really good. But Eevee's probably one of my favorites. Like, if you, like, held a gun to my head and made me choose my favorite Pokemon, it'd probably be an Eevee, because it's so great. They're just cute. And, like, they can't decide what they want to be, and that's just really wholesome. Like, specifically Eevee, and not the fact that it, like, evolves into a million things, because I always respected Eevee as just, like, what it was. I was very attached to that one episode of the anime of the kid that didn't want to evolve as Eevee. I am Speed. When did I start painting the wall again? After I stopped snuggling the dog? Believe in the heart. And one Pokemon that came in an event. I like Victini and Shaman. Those ones are pretty great. I have a Victini plush, actually. And I have a lot of Eevee plushes. Just a metric bunch of Eevees. Because I like him. He's a good Pokemon. Yeah, this is torture. Now I'm waiting for a wall to dry. Victini, yes. It looks like apple slices. It's like the apple slice Pokemon. Gengar is your man. He's cute, isn't he? Okay, I'm gonna go wash my hands real quick, and we're gonna let the wall dry down and then get back to it. hide in this. Okay. Where is my chat? Stream elements. Boop. Alright. Boop. Yay, look how official this is. Ta-da! I had 2 webcams the whole time. So I do still technically have the other webcam. Boop. Wait. Boop. Yep. But I don't think... Do you guys want watching paint dry webcam? Do you guys want that up there? I feel like that's literally watching paint dry. But I could do that. Where'd that banana? I grabbed a banana. Okay, I'm really angry at this banana because it is both somehow getting too old and also green. How? Why? It didn't even become, like, alive. Tiny face cam stream. Yes! That's basically what it is. And now the Gyarados at least has, like, something making it look like he's arriving. So, like, even if I don't get much more done today, it's better than nothing. Also, I'm not going to eat the banana the way that you guys want me to eat the banana. Can't do it that way. Oh, hey, I found my monster. There it is. There it is. Oh god, you're going to arrive. Oh no. Guys, I don't want to give any of those fucking face cam editor people any more, like, ammo. No more. You can just see a Mal head through the embroidery machine. Okay, so this is a really dumb rant. I'll fully admit, this is like the dumbest rant I think I could come up with. But, embroidery machine software is so fucking expensive. Like, if you look up, like, embroidery machine conversion softwares, they're incredibly expensive. They're, like, not like $100, like $300. Some of them are like $1,000, like the good ones, the ones that you actually want to use. You cannot find a free one on the internet anywhere, except for one that's like a kind of sketchy, you have to learn like a Photoshop type program to use it. I don't understand it. I don't understand why embroidery machine software is this weird, almost a scam kind of thing, but it's like there's a mafia of people making the software and distributing it, and you can't, like, buy it online and download it. You have to, like, go to retailers to get it. Is it too niche? By the way, hello, Jesus. Are we here just to suffer? I feel like that's a sad thing for Jesus to say. Hi. Would you like some banana? Here you go. Here you go. Enjoy. By the way, hello, Jesus. Welcome to the stream. It's probably Jesus, honestly. You want more? Seriously? I don't have a lot of banana, dude. Torrent them. That's the funny thing. There's no torrents. I've looked. Here you go. What up, everybody? It's Critical. What in God's name? Why did that, like, unearth some? Break time for painting? Yeah, the paint needs to dry down. And also, I'm lazy. Also, I can never have a painting stream that's just me painting, because I get incredibly distracted. So, we're taking a break. We're taking a banana break. Here you go. Why do you like bananas? Now Thor's here. Hello, Thor. Thorcam. She likes having a little platform here. It makes her feel important. Look how important she is. Yeah, Darakuda, I can't even find it illegally. Like, I feel like it's one of these niche markets that I'm just so confused about, because, like, I don't understand how it doesn't exist. Can dogs even eat bananas? Yeah, they're not terrible for them. They're very high in carbs, and dogs shouldn't have, like, a lot of carbs, but if you're feeding them a proper diet, it's fine to, like, give them the occasional banana. Not, like, it's not gonna be, like, an everyday, all-the-time thing. Like, don't fill their doggy bowl with bananas, but they can have a few bites. And Mal just likes every food ever. He just likes food. Which is terrible, because when I'm eating grapes, I have to, like, constantly remind him that, he can't eat them or he'll die. A new place for you to pet me, human. Basically. Come on, Thor. No, Mal, you can't get up there. Mal, when I did that, that's the sound that I do to get Mal to, like, get on the couch with me. There's just so many animals in frame right now. Get it and leak it to the world. I could be the fucking, what, I'm like the... What is she doing? God, why is she what are you doing, Thor? I could be the Neo. Setting people in the embroidery software program, game free. An embroidery expert, I guess I could. Hello, Chris Rod, welcome back. I've got a very clingy dog and a very clingy cat, and it's great. Everything's going really well. God, my floor is gross because there's a tarp on it, but there's a clingy Mal. Human, I am your master. She stopped cleaning, like, this part of her specifically. Like, she still cleans the rest of it, but she's been getting a bunch of mats, like, on her haunches. And I'm worried about her, because she doesn't usually get matted. But now she's been getting matted lately, so I have to brush her more. And I just don't like that. She's gonna become an old scraggly girl soon, and I don't like that. She's just trying to rub up against me. She is like a whore for pets. Like, she just wants to be the center of attention all the time. Why don't I just watch the current Tiny live stream? But give me the view, too. Have it open in the other tab. Wait, what? They broke up with their boyfriend over Uno on stream? Really? That's hilarious. Hi. Hello. No. Okay, she doesn't look that old, though. She's still a young kitty. Over 1,000K. Who is watching my videos? Seriously. Okay, bye, Thor. Who is watching my videos? Seriously. Can all of the animals please leave? Okay, Mal, you have to get out of here because you're going to get paint everywhere. Okay. Okay, out. Also you, Thor. You too. Never leaving a door open again. Jeez. Mal's eating something. He was playing with a toy. It was in my garage. Oh, that was in my parents' garage, actually. I miss that garage. My parents have this amazing wood shop in the back of their... so they have a property. They have their house. And then they have, like, a garage that's not attached. It's like it's almost a shed, but it's still a garage. It still has, like, the up and down thing. And they have, like, a giant wood shop inside of the garage. Cars cannot fit in it. I don't know why we would call it that, actually. They have a giant wood shop in there. And my dad had every single woodworking tool that I would ever need in my entire life. He had a drill press, he had a lathe, he had a table saw, like an actual table saw. Like, and it was one of the fancy ones where if you touched it, it would, like, go into itself, and I fucking ruined that thing, like, 8 times, because I almost cut my arm off, and I'm an idiot. Aw, thank you, Chris Rod. So I fucking miss my parents' house so much, because, I just had access to all of these tools, and here, I have a Dremel, and, a drill. Actually, we have, like, 5 drills for some reason, and, we might have, like, a Sawzall somewhere. No, but, I remember I took a woodshop class, and, it was, like, woodshop for, like, theater specifically, and our teacher told us, cut out a Batman symbol. Like, any way that you want to do it, cut out this bat symbol. So, the way that I did it is the way that... Oh my god, Patrick Williamson! Thank you! Patrick Williamson comes in with a freaking pink boy out of nowhere. Holy snap, buddy. Thank you so much. He just, like, elevated himself to even more of the top supporter. Thank you. Thank you so much, buddy. I don't know why the top... What? Wait, did you use a different account at the top supporter? Wait, what? Thank you so much, Patrick Williamson. Wait, you're not... Oh, I thought he was Nicholas George at first, because they're both very... They're both two, like, first names. Thank you so much, Patrick. He was... For the pink boy out of nowhere. Thank you, buddy. I hope you're having a wonderful day. A massive freaking pink boy. I got him mixed up with Nicholas George because I just remembered two normal dude names, and Patrick and Nicholas, like, sit in very similar spots of my brain of, like, normal guy name. Pink boy means cannoli time. Cannoli time? Because cannoli's pink. Okay, I'll get a cannoli. I'll grab a cannoli. Who's your baby snake? Who's your baby snake? Who's the baby snake? It's a baby snake. Boop. It's a baby snake. Thank you so much, Patrick. I hope you're having a wonderful day. A wild canola has just appeared because he's a pink boy. Well, he's actually getting a little bit more yellow as he ages into his colors, but his face is still kind of pinky. Also, great thing that I did. So my mom got me this mug. And it says, "I'm a good noodle," and it's literally got a cannoli on it. And I broke the handle off of it by accident, so I resculpted it a handle, and it's just a cannoli biting it. So I resculpted it as a little cannoli. So it's not painted yet, obviously. But it's got a little snoot, and I think it looks pretty, pretty accurate to the little boy. Cannoli's getting chonky. He's a very chonky boy. You'll miss your pink cannoli. Yeah, he'll eventually grow to be more of a whitish, yellowish shade. I don't think he'll ever lose, like, all of the pink in his snoot. I think that's pretty much there to stay. But, he'll start to become more of this, like, peachy, yellowish color over time, and, like, his whites will become a little bit more vibrant as he gets to be a big boy. And one day he'll be the size of Saturn, and Saturn will be the size of a house. He's the best snake ever. Like, if you guys are thinking about getting a snake, get a snake. They're so worth it. They're the best little creatures in the entire world. Oh, that'd be kind of cool, Riverwolf. This monster tastes weird. That'd be kind of cool. You could, like, sell them on Etsy. Or, like, do custom orders or something. Aww. I'm glad you like that Jabberwocky. He's just a little thick boy, and he looks so cute. His little rolls are just adorable. I love him so much. We're all pink on the inside. Thank you so much, Patrick Williamson. Coming down with a pink boy out of nowhere and becoming the top supporter of the night. It really means the world to me, buddy. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Cannoli's probably a little pink on the inside. You don't get to see the inside of his mouth very much unless he's eating. He doesn't yawn very much, but that's actually a good thing, because if a snake's opening their mouth a lot, it could mean that they have an upper respiratory infection. Like, if a snake's constantly going... Like, that's an issue with, on the Reptile channel. There's this channel called the Reptile channel, and there's a lot of conspiracies about this channel, because it's really weird. But, they have a green anaconda that comes on a lot, and, like, it opens its mouth, like, constantly, and you can tell that it just has a horrible respiratory infection, and it looks miserable. Pink snake tongue. He does have a little pink tongue. Some snakes actually have purpley tongues, but he's got a pink one. Come on, give us a blep. Give us a blep for the camera. A little blep. Just a little one. Nah, he's not exploring right now. He's not gonna do bleps. Wait, you just did a blep! What, when I move you, you blep? But when you... Oh, wait. Yes! Bleps. You got a blep, guys. You got a little blep. Oh, look at his little face. How could you be scared of this thing? Snakes yawn. Yeah, they'll do a little yawn sometimes. We don't really know why they do it. Sometimes it's just because, like, they might have a sore jaw or something, but they'll do, like, a ah, and it's so cute. They're just cute little boys. And it doesn't mean that they're sizing you up to eat them. Snakes are too stupid to size things up. They just try to eat things. Like, Saturn, he's a thick noodle. Look how thick. He's getting so chonky. Oh, he's actually gonna be, I can't wait till he's Saturn size. And then Saturn's gonna be fucking huge because she's a girl. Hello, Estrella, what's up? Little baby, little baby, little baby noodle. Little baby. He's still just, ugh. I love this animal more than life itself. I don't think any of you understand how much love I have for this snake. I adore him so much. I cannot sing his praises more than I already have. Hello, Turtle say moo. That took me a while to, like, figure out how those letters worked. Hello, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I don't know what sounds turtles make. They make, like, a sound sometimes, but I've only heard a turtle make that sound when it was humping, like, a foot, I think, in a video. But other than that, I'm not sure what sound turtles make, if we're being completely honest here. Also, I like that you can tell which paint is gloss and which isn't, because I was too lazy to figure it out on the mural. He gives me the warm fuzzies inside. Yes, I love him so much. Like, cannoli is the first animal that I've ever had that was, like, definitively mine, you know? I mean, I had a pet cockroach, but I don't think a pet cockroach counts. Like, this thing belongs to me, and he actually takes, like, a certain amount of skill to raise, you know? Because every other animal I ever had was, like, co-owned. Like, I consider Mal my dog, but, like, he's also Cody's dog, because Cody bought him. I think what that river wolf is, most reptiles and insects, the female is larger than the male, but most mammals, except for hyenas, the male is larger than the female. And, that's also, you see a lot of sexual dimorphism in birds, specifically, where the male birds are, like, beautiful and flamboyant, and female birds are like, I'm brown! See that a lot with, like, cardinals and stuff. But anyways, I turned Cannoli's face into the face on my mug. It's pretty great. And I fixed the handle, so that's pretty good too. Also, I don't think this epoxy sculpt is ever gonna dry. Jane Addiction bootlegs, what's that? I watched a really good movie last night. It was, House of a Thousand Corpses. I'd never seen that before. But why does nobody talk about how talented Rob Zombie is? Like, Rob Zombie is a musician. He's an artist. Like a painting art. Like, you know what I mean. He draws, he's a musician. And he's a really, really good director? Like, like, no one ever talks about how talented this guy is. And I'm like, is there a controversy about him? Is there something I'm not getting? The female birds are boring because they need to be to raise the children. And then the males leave. Actually, some males stay and raise their young. Oh, look at the little face. Look at his little puppy dog face. I guess this stuff isn't technically Academy Award material, but I feel like Rob Zombie is just really, really talented. And I imagine he's a cool dude. Wait, which movie did you think sucked? Can you buy a cannoli mug? This actually isn't a cannoli mug. It's just a mug that my mom found on Amazon and bought for me. And it happened to look exactly like my snake. Oh no! Oh yeah, he did all of the Beavis and Butthead animations too. Not all of it, but like the scene where they got high in the desert. I mean, I get it. His stuff is like House of a Thousand Corpses is a weird, violent movie, but it's a good movie nonetheless. He's a talented guy. I should probably make a cannoli mug. I have cannoli merch, but it's cannoli for president merch. Sorry, his hook looks a little weird. Mites, do you? Nah. His little spur looked a little weird. But it's because for some reason my snakes' spurs come off when they shed, like half the time. Saturn doesn't have either of hers. Little butt fangs. No. That is really cute. Estrella, that's what penguins do, right? With their little pebbles. They, like, make cute little nests. I think I saw a comic and it was like if birds courted the way that human males court, And it was just like a bird like, hey, send nudes, please. But no, I think the way that birds court is really adorable. Cody and I should spoof the ending of The Devil's Rejects. Ah, that's a great idea. I'm gonna tell him about that. I mean, he has like a very specific voice, so like I imagine he gets a lot of his voice through reverb. Can't believe you misspelled Doug. Can't believe you misspelled that. How dare. No, I misspell stupid stuff all the time. I'm actually incredibly dyslexic. Hello, Nadia. How are you today? It's a nude. It's a little nude. What is he doing today? Noodling around. Cannoli does not have a thought behind those eyes. I saw this TikTok recently and a girl was talking about her llama and she was like, look at him. There is not a thought behind those eyes. And that's my favorite sentence. There is not a thought behind those eyes. I mean, he's got these big round eyes. Ooh, snap, a D&D night? Are you the DM or are you are you a character in it? Cannoli, you smell good. Why do you smell so good, little baby? Alright, I'm gonna put this little guy back. He's put up with enough of my shit. You can go back on your warm spot now, little guy. It's actually not all that warm. Okay. Into your rock you go. I think one day when he gets bigger, I'm gonna have to resort to something other than an Xbox and a Sega Saturn to keep his lid closed, but for now, that's what we're going with. No thoughts, just vibing. Is she like a tabaxi or just a fox girl? Because I know tabaxis can be foxes. I have a tabaxi possum. named Nibbler. It's a family name. She has 13 brothers and sisters who she raises with her mom. And also, a horrible feud with her father. She had a really interesting backstory where she was a paladin and her oath was like the oath of revenge, but she became an oath breaker because she found out that she had murdered her father randomly, because her oath was to murder her father, the oath of revenge, but she found out she had murdered her father like randomly on like a raid or something like that, and she had to break her oath because how can you kill a dead man? How can you kill a man who is already dead? How can you kill that which has no life? Ah, rip, bro. Yeah, I'm really sad that guy who cosplayed the nerd from South Park died. That was an awesome episode, and his cosplay was fucking on point, man. An elf that got turned into a fox when she was drunk. That's a cute backstory. Are there ants on this? No. Ants don't want Diet Coke, right? Like, an ant's not gonna fuck with Diet Coke, right? I feel like that makes sense. Because why would... Let's talk about cotter pins. Guys, the amount of people who are yelling at me on my TikTok telling me it's not a cotter pin need to shut up. Because they have no idea what the pin actually is. They've called it both a hairpin, which you can't call something a hairpin in NASCAR because NASCAR has road courses which have hairpin turns. So you can't call it that because hairpins already exist in the NASCAR world. It's not a hood pin because it's not a fucking hood pin. It's a cotter pin. What do they want from me? How do you break an oath that's already been fulfilled? She basically broke her oath because she didn't even realize that she had gotten her revenge until later. Like, she was trying to get her revenge this entire time and realized she got her revenge, like, before she even took the oath. I love drunk bards. I always have, like, satyr characters that are just drunk bards, and I love them. There's so much hair on this. But it's a cute mug. Oh, God. I'm sneezy today. Also, there's a bunch of paint in my hair. Gross. Ugh. My hair is crunchy. Ew, why? But yeah, the amount of people who are really excited to tell a girl that she's wrong about NASCAR is, it's in the thousands, guys. Like, some people just get really offended when it turns out that I know information. Because I'm female with vagina. No, I think people usually think of NASCAR as, like, a purely masculine sport. So they almost, like, need to fact-check you and correct you when you're into it. D&D is really fun. I was actually talking about something like this with my friend recently, and we were sort of talking about how certain activities were considered dumb and childish, and certain activities were considered completely okay, and I was like, why are we so okay with people, like, wasting hours watching TV, but someone playing with toys, or, like, mapping out stories with dolls or something like that is considered incredibly childish and, like, meaningless and, like, a waste of time? I don't know, it's just... I don't understand why. I guess I get it. It's a thing we did when we were kids. How dare, you know? But I loved playing make-believe as a kid. It was my favorite thing. I would become any character that always a boy. I was always a male character when we did these games, now that I'm thinking about that. And I'm not opening that door today, guys. So we would play these, like, really intense, like, storylines of betrayal and loss and just learning things, and it was so fun. But, like, we can't do that anymore. We have to play D&D. You have nobody to play with, oh no. Yeah, D&D is only good if you have a good DM. Adult peer pressure and expectations, because, I think it was like a Chris Chan documentary. Like, I was watching a documentary on Chris Chan, and in some of the older footage, they were playing with dolls, or action figures or something. And a lot of the comments were just like, "Man, this is so childish. I can't believe he does that." You know, blah blah blah. And I'm just like, okay, why is that, of all the things that this person does, why is that the one you're clinging on to? A D&D live stream would be really hard to set up is the thing. Because, I need people that I have really good social chemistry with, and I don't have any of those people right now. You're in the process of reorganizing your room. Oh, I want to get into doll customizing too, like, Monster High dolls and stuff like that. I actually bought a bunch a long time ago to, customize, and bought all of the materials for it, and just, it takes so much time. Is Christian? I think they were? I don't know anymore. I think they think they're a goddess now, so I don't think they're Christian anymore. I don't really know. I'm very confused. It's acceptable to collect dolls and action figures, apparently, but you can't play with them. You're not allowed to play with them. I don't have the time to make friends. Why am I like this? I have, like, okay, so I finally made it. I finally made a fucking plan with someone on Wednesday. And I was thinking of canceling it is the worst part. On Wednesday, I was like, okay, hey, let's watch JoJo together. And I was gonna go over to their house, and I made a plan, guys. I made a whole ass friend. And then I got snowed in, and I had to be like, hey, so there's ice on the road, and I can't go over. And it definitely sounded like I was canceling. And then I sent them pictures of, like, ice all over the roads, and I think he understood. But, like, I made a whole ass plan to go to someone's house and fucking socialize, and then I got snowed in. I don't play video games anymore. Like, I don't play video games without streaming. I don't know what's up with me. Like, I've just been trying so hard to get shit done, and, like, even if I'm not getting stuff done, the idea that I need to get stuff done, like, stresses me out so much that I can't even, like, find enjoyable tasks anymore. It just feels like so much, like, tension in the back of your head when you're, like, just sitting there on your phone, knowing you need to get stuff done, but you can't do anything enjoyable because you have stuff to get done, but you're not getting the stuff done. Why am I like this? Why is this my life? And I will admit, Adderall helps. Adderall is like the magic get shit done drug. You went out in the snow twice. I've driven in the snow all of once with fucking bald tires, which is the dumbest thing you can do. A furry Discord. I probably do need... one of my buddies tried to add me on that, and him and I are the same breed of human being, where we are just... We, like, constantly withdraw into ourselves from, like, anxiety if something's going on. So we have this issue where we reach out occasionally to each other, like, hey, sorry I didn't talk to you, anxiety. Same, you know? We do that over and over again, and I keep meaning to add him back on Discord, but I have no fucking idea how Discord works, and I'm scared of it. Like, I was in Discord, and I was in my messages, and I had no idea how to get out of my messages. I think I'm still stuck in there. I don't know how to leave. I'm terrified of Discord. You're sorry for being here? What? You're allowed to... What? Hi. Okay. Teach me how to Discord. Is that like teach me how to Dougie? I think I just need to watch like a tutorial. God, I'm literally a boomer at this point. I just need to watch a tutorial for how to be a freaking human being. Dwarf Princess. Hello, Rose. Welcome back. Did you get your children back? Or did you release them in the woods like I told you to? No one take parenting advice from me. It's not a good idea. You haven't been here? I thought you were apologizing for being here in general. It's like it's an open stream. You're allowed to be here. Hope you've been getting stuff done and being a productive human being. This is the only way I like to drink Monster. I don't know why. Something about putting, like, a weird lid on it makes me want to drink it so much more. A mango might eat her children. That's random. Do you mean dingo? Because that actually happened, Reenie. That's offensive. A dino actually ate that woman's child. And I think people didn't like it because she was like a Jehovah's Witness or something. Oh. I mean, Rose, I don't listen to cops on the best of days. What's the worst that could happen? Exactly. Well, the thing is, I constantly want to get shit done. I like to do the getting shit done. She was, like, considered weird and didn't have the right reaction to her kid dying or something like that. Which, like, what's the correct reaction to your kid dying? How are you supposed to react to that? What? Molt would find his way home. The other ones are screwed. Oh, seriously? That's so sweet. That's so nice of you to buy some of my merch. Which ones did you buy? I don't think anyone's ever bought the Eat Me shirt, because it doesn't make much sense, and I kind of put it on there for me. That's how her religion told her to react, which sucks. I need to figure out how VR chat works, because I've been wanting to do it, but have not been looking into it yet. I'm a hard person to get in contact with, because I'm very in my own head about things, and I constantly have, like, this imposter syndrome of, like, I haven't done enough stuff, so I'm not allowed to show my face anywhere. And I know that's a really weird thing to be in a mentality about, because I'm me, and I'm allowed to just be myself, but I constantly look at work that I've done, and it feels like it doesn't even belong to me, you know? Just stand there and scream. That seems effective. Till the Australian wildlife gets to him. The Australian wildlife scares me more than anything on this planet. Dingo Tarzan. I would absolutely watch that TV show. Dingo Tarzan. You do a grand total of fuck all. That sounds like that's what I feel like I do. Like, even yesterday, like, I did a lot of stuff. It's just I'm at the slow-going part of fursuit making where, like... let me show you guys. Oh, I'm sorry, that was probably super loud. Let me show you guys. like, the way that I attach ears, to make them seamless but also make the minky smooth, is I put on the ear sleeve and then I do a Henson stitch all the way around, and you can kind of see it because Henson stitches aren't the cleanest of stitches. But the reason I do that is so that the minky stays glued to the surface and doesn't get any wrinkles on it, and I have to do that all around the entire triangle of the ear. And this takes like 3 hours. I don't know why it takes so long. Life sucks, but like, the mural is almost done. I mean, the wave hasn't been painted yet, but I don't have a thick enough white for it yet. I need a thick, juicy white. So it's not done. I was just waiting for the paint to dry, and then I got bored and distracted. So, anyways, I'm at the part of the process where everything goes really slow, and I feel like I'm getting nothing done because this looks the exact same from the last time. But things are getting done. Gotta watch out for scary peoples. Hello, Himro. Your dog. What is your dog doing? But like, I think it makes a good effect. Like, it's a pretty suit. It's gonna be cute when it's done. I have the tail all cut out. All of the pattern pieces are cut out except for the paws. I hate making paws. Oh no! Charge your phone. I'll be here for you in spirit. I'll be here for you in spirit once you charge your phone. Yeah, Nadia, I mean, unless you change anything on it. I haven't been on Twitter lately, or any app lately. Except for one time late at night, I was, like, on, one time late at night, I was just posting a bunch of videos to Instagram for some reason. Of, like, stuff I'd been working on. There is so much stuff that I need to get done, and I feel like, okay, so, there's nothing... This isn't something I should be mad about. And I feel bad for being mad about it. Because I ordered some fursuit supplies, like some teeth and like stuff that I need to finish this fox costume. I ordered some of the supplies from a company that I love and trust. But the problem is this company is based in Texas. So for the past 2 weeks, because Texas has literally been under like 5 feet of snow, did you put it on? Well, Nadia, you live in Australia. The shipping's going to be insane, and you're probably going to have some issues with that. You're probably going to want to try and sell it local, Nadia, because it's going to be, just because of your location, it's going to be very difficult to get clientele because of the shipping prices. Because nobody wants to pay like $300 of shipping. You're going to have issues with that, so you're going to want to look local first, like look at local fur groups and stuff like that for selling. That's my suggestion to you. This is my advice. Okay, I love you, Riverwolf. Anyways, what was I saying? So anyways, because this company that I love and I trust very much is under a foot of snow, it has taken the 5 weeks it takes for them to produce the item and turned it into nearly 2 months, you know? And, like, I'm not mad at them because they can't control the weather. But at the same time, I'm, like, upset that I'm not getting this item right now, you know? I'm like, I could have these right now if Texas weren't, you know, under a horrible catastrophe. And, like, they're not really updating their customers too much. And, like, I'm not mad, because it's trying circumstances, and I feel bad. But I'm upset. It's like, I understand. It's like, I understand, but I'm mad. It's so small brain. You got covered in oil today? What kind of oil? But what kind of oil? My next fursuit collab is going to be with Finicrafts, once we both get the free time to do it, because I go very slow on my fursuits, because, again, I shave everything by hand. I don't use clippers. This is all hand shave. You don't need clippers to get a good shave. That's a misconception. Also, this is all hand sewn, and there's no holes. This is all, none of this was done on a machine, and it was done while me doing this. This is how I did this. And it took 3 hours for one ear to get done. Because I was so meticulous with my stitch length. I don't know when I'm gonna do my next collab. It's also lined. The lining's not glued down yet, but it's also lined, and it's got these cute little cheek fluffs, and I'm very proud of my work, and I want my work to be good, you know? And the way that I specifically do the nose is so that you can breathe out of it. You breathe out of the mouth of the suit, and you can actually breathe in it, which is, like, impressive for a kimono suit. Welcome back, Plus Ultra. What's up? How are you? I switched over my camera, but we still do have... Wait, I turned that off. We still do have the painting cam. Aw, yeah. Look at that sexy painting. Okay, anyways. The thing is, I'm dumping a lot of money right now into this fox fursuit, so I just don't have the money to spend on fursuit head bases right now. I'd like to, but I just don't have, like, the finances right now. Could I make fursuits for a career? I wouldn't want to, because it's terrible. I hate people, and I don't like working with people and contacting people. Like, I've had customers contact me 3 years after buying a head and want revisions, and I'm like, it's been 3 years. If there's a problem with the costume, you're gonna have to pay me at that point, because the thing's lasted 3 years. I will not do something for free when this is not the work that I've when it's 3 years after making it. I'm sorry. Because it's been 3 years. Also, I have like 30 customers that live in Australia for some reason, because Australians, I don't know why Australians are drawn to me, but I have so many customers that live in Australia, and they're like, hey, how much would it be to get this thing done on my head? And I'm like, well, it would be this amount, but also I don't want to pay for shipping there or back. Money right there. OnlyFans, oh god. I make fine money, guys. Nadia, I can't even guarantee that because I don't know where I'm going to be financially in a few months. Put, like, a disclaimer, like, because, like, if someone in Australia, like, orders something from me, the shipping there and back is usually, like, more than the product at that point, because shipping right now is, like, so astronomically expensive. I wanted to ship a small thing to Australia, and it was $50. Which was more than the person paid me for the thing. I don't know. I hate shipping right now. Shipping prices are disgusting and I want to die. Please don't make an OnlyFans. Why? I could make like an OnlyFans that's just pictures of my snakes. An OnlyFans that's not even slightly sexual. I would love that. That would be my bread and I do have a Patreon. But I think I only made like $20 from it last month, because there was someone who was giving me like $70 on Patreon, and I had no fucking idea who this person was. And my Patreon is explicitly like just, I really am not gonna post to this, is just like how you can like support me if you want to, you know? There's like no perks to my Patreon. Shipping outbound's cheaper. Shipping's so expensive. Like, shipping artwork right now is expensive. I don't know how shipping a flat fucking canvas is expensive, but it's expensive. It's horrible right now. So, like, I'm waiting for my next paycheck, so that'll be fun. I was supposed to get it today, but YouTube does this really fun and fresh thing where, like, if you're supposed to get paid on Sundays, they just pay you on Monday instead. And it's like, why? Because, like, I want to get paid on the same day every day, you know? I would like to have my money when I ask for my money, you know? Oh, who'd you ship the vase to, Nadia? Odd. Okay, I don't know where my phone charger is. My phone's at like 2%. But it can just live there for now, client. Was it like a full-fledged fursuit head or like just a base? Okay, base. That's like, right, Rose? Black and yellow. Hello, Plus Ultraman, what's up? Is that a reference to a very old song? You'll wear black and yellow tomorrow? That's gonna be badass. You're gonna look like a bumblebee. Like a hot bumblebee. Yeah, Ryan, I'd have to talk to Cody about that. I mean, it'd be easy. You see a snack? Is there a snack doing a sneak? Is a sneak doing a snack? You see a snack? Where do you see a snake? What? They're both in their hides. You're both lazy boys. There's definitely a Gyarados. Is one of my snakes getting out? Hello, Zeta. Zeddy, what's up? No, I'm so excited to get a 3D printer. It's gonna be the best day of my entire life once I get a 3D printer. That's like next up on the docket of my stupid expenses, because next stupid expense is gonna. My current stupid expense is the core set, which I'm gonna do a whole like 4-week long Frame Flux. Hello, it is new regular chat member, Frame Flux. Hello, I am also a new chat member. I mean, I'll take the viewership wherever I can get it, honestly. I'm not super sure yet, Nadia. I'm still looking around. I think it worked for what I needed, but I'm still really, like, I'm trying to be a smart shopper. Tell us a bedtime story. Okay. Oh, a VR headset would be fun, though. Frame Raider, why do you have so many channels? Oh, wow, so many new Frame Raiders. And the Frame Raider... do you have 5 channels? Wait, no, you have enough... I think you have 6... How many channels do you have? I have 1 channel, and it's Tiny One Talks, which I've never used. And you can tell I've never used it because it still has the 1 in it since before... Because one time, Google made you, like, take numbers out of your name at one point, and then they, like, decided they didn't need that anymore. Okay, then I don't think I saw the thing you sent me then, Nadia. And they need to go to bed. Okay, bedtime story. What's a good bedtime story? Okay, this is my favorite story. Okay, so, after my mom and my dad had broken up, they were still friends, and my mom was dating this guy, Ed, and Ed was a roided out asshole. And by that I mean, he was really fucking sexy, but he was an asshole. I was alive at this time, by the way. I had been produced at this point. I think I was, like, 5. But I wasn't, like, smart enough to know that Ed was, like, my mom's boyfriend. I think I just thought he was, like, a family friend that we went over to the house with a lot, you know? So I didn't understand any of that. So anyways, my mom, like, kind of broke up with Ed because he was an asshole. But also he gave my brother and I really good Christmas presents and was, like, really awesome to my brother and I. So, like, she kind of wanted him just because, like, he was so good to my brother and I. So anyways, beep boop, hand, beep 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 beep, animation. So anyways, I feel like... Oh wait, so okay, has anybody been paid by YouTube? Has anybody been paid by YouTube? Asking for a friend. YouTube likes to delay my payment because they're assholes. Anyways, please don't delay my payment more because I said that YouTube. So, my mom had kind of broken up with Ed, but he was really trying to get back with her. So, he was like texting her, I love you so much, please, you're the only one for me. And my mom kind of thought she was, like, being cheated on, because, like, they'd sort of broken up, but not really, and Ed was trying to get back with her, and she was like, I think he's with another girl right now. So her and my dad, like, my biological father, who her and her are still, like, friends, they, like, get in my dad's car and, like, go to Ed's house, and Ed is sitting on the couch with another woman. So my mom goes up to the window and starts banging on it, and just like, you asshole, you motherfucker, banging on the window and like panicking this poor woman out of her mind and like completely dumping Ed at that point. And I don't know why, but I love the story of my mom and my father going to fucking Chris Hansen, her boyfriend at the time. Is the blue on my wall flickering? It probably is. Sometimes my camera, like, focuses on random things. Tiny One Mom went crazy. Literally. I love her so much. You always end up behind on the stream, so no. You're spamming my Instagram. I actually don't get notifications from Instagram because I turned them off because I had a stalker. And that was fun. I actually don't, one of the reasons that I'm kind of, I never talk about this. One of the reasons that I'm kind of, bad at checking my DMs is because I have a person who, is very mentally ill and, sends me scary things about how they want to hurt themselves and how they're obsessed with me, and they constantly make accounts and add me, and it's just very uncomfortable. So I don't check my DMs as much as I should because, I don't like having to deal with that. You can't block someone when they make multiple accounts is the problem. I don't want you guys to deal with them because I feel like this person is genuinely mentally ill, and I found out who this person was and have been, like, working with authorities on it, but there's not really anything, the police aren't going to do anything about it, like, They're not going to. It's a stalker case. It doesn't matter that much. Hunt him down and take care of him. It's like, I'll drop this. He was a very large community member in Camelot's community probably about a year ago. But there was a kind of around the Discord drama, there was sort of a falling out that happened, and he's genuinely mentally ill, and it's very uncomfortable. And I don't check my DMs as much as I should because of that. And I know it kind of sounds like an excuse, but yeah. Thankfully, it's usually just DMs. Like I never notice him like commenting on my stuff, and I do try to block the accounts as much as I can. But he's insane, and he's been doing this to multiple women, from what I can tell. The mods will deal if you feed. Mods will deal with this if you feed it in person, though. Snakes are awesome. I love snakes. They're only after the fact. No, like, I think police officers have better things to do than deal with internet stalkers. It's an excuse, but it's kind of a good excuse, I guess. Yeah, like, I have, I think 200 unread messages in my Instagram right now, and I would wager about 30 of them are from that guy. And, he does this, like, catfishy thing where he pretends to be someone else, so it makes me really uncomfortable to, like, respond to random people. And, I just don't do it as much as I should. Only allow following DMs. That is smart. That is a smart thing. No, this person's not Corla. Or, I don't know who Jim is. That's neither of them. Both of them, I think, just have both of them were just, like, not very, both of them just, got really dramatic during the election year, I think. That's, like, the most of it. And, would ban, like, everybody in my chat because they brought up politics and, were annoyed when people were responding to them. Oh, they're the same person? Okay. Could it be? Framerate, are you my stalker? No, I know you're not. Yeah, like, it's not Chris Rod. You're not gonna guess who it is. It was before most of your guys' times. And I think they were mostly only active in, like, chats. They didn't really post publicly very much. Halloween theme. Wait, that's not the Halloween theme. Is that the Halloween theme? I don't know any old movies. I'm dumb. Yeah, I know that's probably a good way to start Plus Ultra, but also I know that I have people that have, like, ordered products for me and stuff like that, and they need to be able to contact me somehow. And generally they'll make new accounts, and it's very stressful when you have this, like, sort of online job where you want to, like, be reading comments from people and you want to be responding to random people, but also you have to, like, figure out if this person is, like, a fake account or a real account. It's a whole pile, and I've gotten good at, like, sussing out accounts that this person made, because they'll, like, steal pictures from other furries and make accounts as if they've been making fursuits for a while, and, like, put weeks and weeks of effort into it, posting, like, every day, like, this is my new fursuit and stuff like that, and it's just stolen pictures. And I've gotten better at sussing it out, but it's just creepy how much effort this person puts into it, you know? What did you have to go through Plus Ultra? I knew you had, like, the only drama I really know, like, I know you have a few dramas, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. You had that one racist asshole, and then you had, the guy in your community who turned out to be, like, a predator, and you would, like, you had, like, shouted him out or something and had to deal with that. I remember those two things, but I don't know what you're talking about with the, stalker thingy. Well, yeah, but if it's a small enough image, reverse image search doesn't even pull, which sucks. Yeah, the best thing you can do is just literally not respond at all. But, like, some people are crazy. Some people are crazy boys. Oh, you've had several at this point, Plus Ultra. That's fun. Milk my Manhunter. People go through a lot of effort for some of the dumbest things. Rose, I don't think it's you. People go to a lot of effort for really dumb things, and I don't know this person's, like, plan. I don't even think they have a plan. I think that they have I think they have a low-acting form of schizophrenia or some sort of psychosis issue where they think that the entire world is some sort of network out to get them and think people are after them and stuff like that. That'd be a cool idea, Sonokanomi. Like, this person genuinely has, like, a psychosis issue as far as I can tell, and the best thing you can do is not respond and not feed the flame, but sometimes people, put you in their psychosis and you can't get out of it. And as far as I can tell, it's like a network of smaller female streamers that are also sort of a part of this. It's really weird. It's actually I would like it to be over so, like, so someone, like, The Right Opinion or something could do, like, a really big, like, overview of it, because it'd be interesting, I think. Yeah, like, I don't know what's worse, you know? I don't know what's worse, if it's someone who's doing it vindictively, or someone who's doing it because they're actually very mentally ill and there just aren't the resources to take care of them, you know? And, I mean, it sucks on both ends, obviously, because it's either someone being a horrible asshole or someone who, like, needs help and isn't getting it, you know? Yeah, you can open carry in Huntsville if you have a license, and I'm in the process of getting it, so that'll be fun. I should watch Taxi Driver. Also, this person, as far as we can tell, this person's living situation, this person is not able to drive, and they live with a caretaker of some sort. We think it's his mom, but we're not really sure. They live with a caretaker of some sort, and basically spend all of their time online. So it's not really an issue of, like, something happening IRL. It's just an issue of, like, why is this person doing this, you know? Ah. Is it egg? No, it's not egg. You guys aren't gonna guess it. Because the problem is, the person this person was in Camelot's community was, like, an alias they were using, so it's not, like, the main factor. How does the caretaker not stop this shit? We're not really sure. As far as we've literally only been able to trace IP addresses, you know, and Google who was at that residence. That's the most we've been able to do. Rose, it's not Big Mike. No, but, like, transportation for this individual would be really difficult, and they don't live anywhere near me, so that's cool. At least there's that. At least there's that going on. But yeah, being caught up in stuff like that, it doesn't even feel like drama, you know? It doesn't feel like drama. It just feels like pure bullshit, you know? It's not drama. It's just, wow, this is a person who has something unhinged in them, and for some fucking reason I'm a part of it. No, actually Doomslayer came in here earlier. They changed their name to Boba Fett, which Doomslayer was another sort of interesting case, which also sort of sucked. Is Fanta streaming right now? Yeah, people are a little bit crazy, but, I feel bad for them in the same way, you know? Like, there's some people that... I've definitely had this problem where I've fed into... And I had this problem very earlier in the year with this person, and a lot of people, where I've sort of fed into people's, delusion by accident, because I don't want to come off as rude, you know? When you feel you're getting stalked by the Doomslayer himself. God, that would be the sexiest nightmare of my entire life. I'm not saying that the Doomslayer is my ideal man, but give him titties, and then yeah. That's kind of the shitty part, Sinbad. It's, like, only online, and, like, they're not a threat to me, I guess, but I mean, it just sucks that this person isn't able to get the help that they very obviously need. And there's sort of a problem with people that have these mental disorders where they don't want to get help sometimes. Sometimes they're happier just feeding into their own delusion. They don't want to get institutionalized. They don't want to seek help. like, you need to be, it sort of reminds me of, that Leonardo DiCaprio movie that we watched, Shutter Island, where the guy, it's not a spoiler, but, like, where people would rather feed into their mental illness than get help, I guess. If that makes any sense. Shutter Island's a really good movie. You guys need to watch that. I've been going through, like, I've just been watching so many movies lately, and I watched a really terrible one. I didn't like this movie at all, but apparently it's called High Life, and it was a movie with Robert Patterson, the one who's not the author, the one from Twilight. It was that guy, and it was a bad movie. It was artsy. It was like 2001: A Space Odyssey, but with a sex cult. Well, Frame Raider. Well, Frame Raider, was it actually true? Was it actually true? No, I think Robert Patterson's not a terrible actor. I think he's been given a lot of terrible scripts. Oh, I love The Room. I adore The Room. It's a phenomenal movie. But Frame Raider, are you sure it's not just because you were eating bugs in the corner? I'm kidding. No, I was apparently that kid that people gossiped about a lot in middle school. Like, actually high school was kind of the worst of it for me because I dated this guy and then we broke up and then someone who was my best friend started dating him and she started spreading a lot of rumors about me that I was like a whore and terrible and the worst person ever. And apparently a lot of people just didn't like me because they thought that I was like trying to get my ex-boyfriend back, which I wasn't. And also I was a virgin, so how could I be a whore? Oh, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I've read the books and they're really good. I haven't seen the movie though. Well, hi Mark. I hear Split's really good. It might be an insult to it, but I don't know if that's, sometimes I feel like movies don't get mental disorders right, but you can still appreciate the movie. Okay, can you send me that video, Frame Raider? I want to watch it now. Eraserhead by David Lynch. I've seen, like, cuts of that. I've seen the part with the weird baby. Plus Ultra you might. I don't think this is the story that you know. Because I didn't really talk about my high school self very much because I was a fucking cringe lord in high school. It's quite a ride. I love convoluted rides. I'm not gonna lie. The Truman Show's a phenomenal movie. Oh, really, Nadia? That's interesting. I don't know, how does dissociative identity disorder affect you? I used to, like, I think I used to feed into that, like, in Tumblr era when everybody was, like, talking about, like, kinning and stuff, and, like, oh, I have Edward Elric inside of me, or something like that. I think I used to feed into that, but I don't think I don't have that disorder. Yeah, high school, not during college. College was a whole different can of worms for a bunch of different reasons. And plus Ultraman did once tell me that one of his friends said I was weird, and I'd never met this person before, so I was very confused as to how they thought I was weird. I mean, I'm pretty fucking weird, but I was offended. Have I seen Time Bandits? No. There's a bunch of movies that I need to watch. I used to only watch, like, animated movies as a kid and not even, like, good animated movies, so I missed out on so many movies. All of the movies. Oh, okay. It must be interesting to go through. Like, if you have several identities, how do you even notice that you have the identities? Like, I would just think that I was blacking out. Like, are they communicating with each other? I don't know. I'm not weird. I'm just gifted. Also, memory gaps can be a symptom of carbon monoxide poisoning. Quantum Leap without the sci-fi. That sounds interesting. Yay, I am a friend. Well, I mean, I was forced to be everyone's friend because I had to be in the same location every day. So it was you could consistently hang out with me because I worked. Well, plus ultra, the only time people could hang out with me is at the coffee shop, because I worked at a coffee shop in college, and basically my job was so easy. I'd make like a cup of coffee once every hour, and then I would just sit down and get like my schoolwork done. So I had like a herd of people that would hang out with me because I was in the same location every day, and I loved all of them so much. You're so tired? Well, go to bed. If you need to go to bed, go to bed. It'll be okay. God, I miss working in a coffee shop because I got consistent access to caffeine every day. And nowadays, I have a French press, but cleaning a French press is a very annoying and harrowing process, so most of the time I don't get coffee. I would absolutely love to see that frame rater. Herd. Yeah, because we're furries. I feel like... No, there's something that I do kind of miss, like, a retail environment, I'm not gonna lie. Part of the herd, baby. I was the linchpin. Herd is a brony thing. I mean, yeah. Okay, so I was on Twitter recently, and someone had commented, "Why is the My Little Pony fandom so sexualized?" And someone had commented, is that a legit question?" And I'm just like, but why is it so sexualized? Why do people sexualize these ponies that look like marshmallows? Is it just because men got into it? I don't know. They look like marshmallows. They look delicious. Taster's Choice coffee. I buy stupid Great Value coffee because the only thing I care about with coffee-wise is by putting syrups and milks in it. So it doesn't really matter what you start with for the base if you're just putting stuff that tastes good into it. Because adults gonna adult. I wonder if it's because, like, 4chan made sort of a brony joke, where, like, 4chan had made it out to be this, like, big, funny, hilarious thing, you know, it's the bronies, we're gonna make it, like, a thing. And, then people unironically got into it, and because all of the main characters were female, none of them had relationships to be in, and they all had, like, personalities that were easy to latch onto. I'm wondering if that's why it happens. Kona bean, that sounds good. Because the way that I make coffee is, I sort of have this thing where I hate black coffee because it tastes really bitter, and I think that's just a sign of, like, my taste buds are weird. Brony origin, nailed it on the head. Yeah, I watched a Jenny Nicholson video on it, because she was the voice of all the ponies in Friendship is Witchcraft. I know about the My Little Pony Tulpa thing, because I found out about tulpas because I was trying to figure out, I think I was, like, Googling imaginary friends or something, and, like, manifesting imaginary friends into the real world or some shit like that. And, I decided, I looked into this tulpa thing because it was crazy, and I just found so many insane people. And it's, like, great, but also horrifying. What's a tulpa? Okay, so from what I understand, a tulpa is kind of like an imaginary friend. Like, you craft a character in your brain, and you will it into the real world. So, like, it's an imaginary friend that supposedly develops a life of its own the more you focus on it and the more you practice at it. And eventually it's supposed to get to the point where this imaginary friend, like, exists at all points outside of you. And it's the craziest batshit thing in the entire world, but also kind of interesting at the same time. Like, and apparently a bunch of bronies wanted their own, like, waifu My Little Ponies, so they got into the tulpa thing so they could have, like, imaginary waifu ponies. You make yourself plural, but it doesn't have to be you is the thing. Like, everything, at least everything I've looked into with tulpa is, like, a lot of times it's an anime character or a brony or something like that. And, like, it's a part of you, but at the same time it's supposed to eventually exist outside of you. Imagine $1 billion. That would be great. No, I got really into it for a little while and decided to try and make one. It was a little fox kitsune, and she got kind of realistic, I guess. Like, I had a good vivid imagination as a kid, so I could, like, imagine her doing things and jumping around and, like, knocking stuff over and stuff like that. But it never got to the point where, like, I could she would manifest if I was, like, not thinking about it, you know? It never got to the point where, like, she felt real, you know? I always was, like trying this out. It's just like, I'm gonna try this out because it sounds batshit insane! And maybe that's, like, a bad way to do it. Maybe I should have done it with, like, a more open mind about it. But no, I tried it out because I was like, these people are crazy, I want to do this. No, the problem is, if you do something ironically for long enough, eventually it becomes unironic. An opportunity to use your weeb powers, finally. We've been looking for more opportunities for Plus Ultraman to become a weeb. Plus Ultraman, you know what I was thinking? You just don't talk about anime enough. It's... okay, but it's not a hallucination because it's not there. You never really see it, you know? It's just... you don't... like, I could never really see it. It's just like, you know how you could imagine what a dog would look like if it was sitting next to you? Like, I can imagine right here if I was, like, holding an apple. There's no apple here, but I could very comfortably imagine an apple. Like, yeah, I could imagine an apple existing here, you know? And, like, that's sort of what it is, you know? Learned that from Naruto. Kitsune? Like, I know it's pronounced that way, but I'm just gonna pronounce it Kitsune, because it's easier that way. Oh, that's depressing, Frame Raider. That's sad. I remember I was a little lying shit in middle school and had to go to a different high school, if only to escape the fact that I had basically alienated myself by constantly lying to my friends. And no one ever called me out on my bullshit, but I think people know when you're constantly lying. So I went to a different high school where nobody knew my name, so I could stop being a chronic liar. Pay for things with your imaginary fortune. Can you imagine without thinking of imagining it? I think that's what a tulpa eventually becomes. Like, eventually it's supposed to just exist without you thinking about it. Like, that's what it's supposed to inevitably lead to. There's a whole subreddit for it. It's fucking crazy. Hello, Krishina, what's up? But I also have to say all the Pokemon names wrong. What, all them Pokemons? Did you catch all your Pikachus? Well, it doesn't have to be around 24/7, but it's one of those things where it has to be manifested outside of your brain thinking of it for it to be real, I think. Or, like, has to be like a program running in the background, if that makes any sense. It's Krishna. Alright, I'm gonna pronounce everything wrong anyways. I pronounce things incorrectly because I'm an idiot. Now I can be myself. No, I was literally that kid that had to go to a new high school because, and it was like a magnet school that had like a horrible rap because apparently everyone thought the pregnant kids went there because it shared like a location with Pace, and Pace was sort of was a program in Texas, I don't know if it's anywhere else, where it's like a program for kids that are falling behind, and 95% of the time the reason that girls in middle school were falling behind is because they got pregnant. So it was literally just, they were in the same location as Pace, which got a bad rap, which it shouldn't have gotten a bad rap, because, like, if a 14-year-old gets pregnant, that's not their fucking fault, you know? Like, if a 14-year-old gets pregnant, there's a lapse in judgment of any parental figure, you know? Your name is Pikachu. Pikachu! No, but anyways, so I went off to this other high school, which was awesome because my graduating class was like 20 people, you know? Like, literally 20 people. It was great. I gave a speech at graduation. I was stupid, guys. I graduated with like a 3.0. Nothing better, nothing worse. I was exactly average, but I gave a speech because nobody else wanted to do it, and I messed it up. I said the wrong teacher was leaving. Oh, God. But I looked great. Wait, really, Rose? Oh, that's weird. I had one of the members of Panic at the Disco... I had one of the members of Panic at the Disco on Snapchat, and I only added him because my boyfriend's brother's girlfriend was, like, a marketing producer for them, and, like, she gave me his name, so I just added him on Snapchat. And nobody believed me! I don't know why. Probably because I don't even know the guy's name anymore. Okay, good night, Rini. I love you. Sweet dreams. Like, I think I said at one point I said we held aloft our mighty degrees and said we have the knowledge or some shit like that. I miss you too, Chris Rod. Like, part of my speech was kind of talking about how we might not have become the astronauts or Pokemon trainers that we had always wanted to be when we were kids, but now we have degrees and we can do stuff, or something like that. I don't remember my graduation speech at all. It had to be approved, so I wasn't allowed to have fun with it. Oh. That's interesting. Recently, does anybody else do this to get to sleep? Like, to get to sleep, I imagine stories in my head, and recently the stories have been taking on very samey tones. It's always, it usually involves this, like, female drug dealer character who's, like, trying to get out of the game, and, recently it's been, she also has cybernetic augmentations, and, she's able to get out, she's able to have a normal life with a family and kids, and then, something happens where the cybernetic augmentations are easier to, track, and she has to, like, immediately kind of start back at her assassin drug dealer sort of lifestyle to get out of this, like, to get out of the government actively locking down on her. So, or something like that. And she has to, like, get back into the game and find people who have weapons and get better augmentations, and she just wants to live a normal life with her corgi, you know? And that's been fun, honestly. It's been a fun thing to, like, think about. Rose, was she, like, a groupie? Kinda John Wicky, honestly. A little bit John Wicky, but, like, future John Wick. Cyberpunk John Wick. Actually, that's just cyberpunk. Ah, good night. Sweet dreams. She wished she wasn't good enough to be a groupie. Cheesy fairy tale romances. A lot of mine are romances, too. Sweet dreams, Rini. And that's how you get to sleep? Yeah, by having badass, high-action adventures in my head. Also, there's another one about a girl who works at SeaWorld, and then one of the orca whales turns into a dragon. When does it drop, Plus Ultra? I can't wait till YouTube pays me and I have money. That would be so cool. I have $75 in my checking account. My savings is fine, but I don't want to take out of my savings again. I feel... Okay, does anybody else just feel really... Why hasn't YouTube paid me? They always pay me on the 21st, but for some reason when it's a Sunday, sometimes they'll pay me on Monday instead. And right when COVID started, they went for like 3 fucking days and didn't pay me. And I'm not okay with that. Has YouTube paid you, Frame Raider? YouTube has this payment delayed system. I am just gonna punch YouTube in the face. You got $8. Oh no! What? Did you not stream at all? Wait, I thought YouTube would only deal out in increments of 100. And the plot is... Oh, you have $8 in your... No, I have 75... Actually, it's 55 because I bought food. You don't... Frame Raider, you must not live paycheck... Oh, you must have an actual job, now that I'm thinking about it. You must have a job. You're not just someone who's constantly trying to squeak by on get-rich-quick schemes. Which is what I do. I'm like, I'm definitely gonna publish this comic eventually. But no. Definitely should focus on that. You do the IP. Because I talked about this on stream, but it's such a good idea. Just the story of the little girl that accidentally writes to Satan instead of Santa, and she asks for a puppy, and Satan brings her a Cerberus. Wouldn't that be great? She gets a puppy Cerberus on Christmas Day, and she has to raise a Cerberus. Wouldn't that be great? I can make you a boss babe, guys. Just buy my juice that doesn't work, and it'll make you shit your organs out. That would be so sweet. Plus Ultraman, that'd be so sweet. That would be like the cutest thing ever. Just like John Wick having a happy life with his dog that's still alive. And then he adopts a pit bull later, so he has a beagle and a pit bull. No, I just, like, I have this concept in my brain where, like, I really want little girls to understand that they are allowed to have cool, badass action adventures too, that they don't have to wear a skirt during, you know? Because I didn't have a lot of representation for that when I was a kid. Hello, Chaos Gaming, what's up? Or Chow Gaming? Wait, is that Chow Gaming? Am I subscribed to you? I totally am subscribed to someone who posts nothing but Chow content. And I don't know if it's you, but... But, no, I've been obsessed with the Chow Garden recently because I found this video. It was like an hour long just talking about Chow. And I was like, this is everything I ever wanted. And I watched an hour long video of a man just talking about the Chow Garden from Sonic. And I was like, yep. Oh my god, it's totally you. Hello, I love your content. I'm obsessed. I recently was trying to figure out how to edit Chow Garden, and I realized I'm in over my head and have no idea how to do it. So I can't change anything, so... Plus Ultraman has a sexy $8 to his name, because YouTube sucks. But it's fine. You're welcome. No, I didn't know that I needed a niche content of, like, Chow Garden material, but I really, really needed it. It's like Land Before Time. Yeah, I was, I was sort of looking into it, and it's incredibly complicated, and I don't know how these computer majigs work. No, okay, if you guys don't know, because I don't think anyone does, because it's kind of weird and niche, Sonic Adventure DX and Sonic Adventure Battle 2, or whatever combination of words that was, they had these things called Chow Garden. And it was sort of based off this concept from the Nights into Dream video game. But what happened is you'd get these little eggs, and you could crack them open. Most people threw them against the wall, but I was nice, and I hatched them normally. And they would become whatever you gave them. They could become good or evil, and they could grow wings and stuff. And it was literally everything that my ADHD or autistic or whatever brain needed to be happy. So I only played Sonic the Hedgehog games for these cute little thingies. And it was, I'm just saying, I think they need to implement them in video games again if you want me to buy another Sonic game. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, which is the worst. That is a terrible title. Like a small child, kind of. Yeah, actually exactly like a small child, except they wouldn't drown, they would just be uncomfortable in the water. Like, I don't... Literally only play for Chow. And I'm not even particularly good at the game. Like, I've streamed it a couple times, and I think you guys see that I still consistently die on City Escape. I'm an idiot. Will I be playing retro games? I'm not good at retro games is the problem. If we're talking, like, pixelated 8-bit stuff, I only had a Sega Genesis, and I recently rediscovered that heady game Frame Raider was talking about existed, and it wasn't just a fever dream, because my brother and I were convinced that this heady game was a fever dream, because we couldn't get past the boss. Oh, Jak and Daxter would be fun, because I've never played it. I think I played one game. Hello, Bad Boy Live, what's up? I played one game where it was, you had to put an egg on something and it hatched. And I think that might have been a Jak and Daxter game, or it could have been Ratchet and Clank, because I get them very mixed up, because it's, like, that same brand of Insomniac that's, like, very creative and fun. Insomniac is one of the best game developers of all time. Like, they created my entire childhood, I'll just say that. Dynamite Heady, that was it. That was the game. It was weird. I should probably learn how ROMs work, but usually I just, like, make my roommate do it. Like, when I needed a new computer, I was like, hey, roommate, do the thing, please. And then he showed me the shopping list of stuff I needed for my computer. And I have a good computer, except it can't play Cyberpunk. Screw Cyberpunk. Play PUBG Mobile. No, I don't like Battle Royale games. I don't like games that make me feel stressed out. Cody's not my roommate, he's my dad. He's basically my dad. Because I saw this meme, and it's literally me. Because when Cody's working on one of the stock cars, I have to hold the flashlight, even though it's a hanging flashlight and he can literally put it wherever he wants. I have to hold the flashlight, and it's like when you're helping your dad work on a car, because you want to learn how cars work, but all you learn is how to hold a flashlight and get yelled at. And I'm like, why is this my life? Like, we had to go under the stock car to replace the rear end gear, and Cody had it on jacks, obviously, but if it falls, you die. That's just how it goes. If the car falls, you die. Magic. It's so fun. So when we were replacing the rear end gear, Cody was like, this is too heavy, you're gonna have to help me, Hannah. So I get under the car, and he's like, you're not doing it right. And I'm like, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Set me up with some Jak and Daxter. I think I actually have a PlayStation... I think I have a PlayStation emulator. I think it's Dolphin. No, Dolphin's not the PlayStation one. Dolphin's the, I think Dolphin's the GameCube one, actually. It's one of them. Dolphin's... Have I called Cody daddy? No, I don't call guys daddy because it's incredibly uncomfortable. Because that's very weird for me and my daddy issues. I've never understood the daddy thing. Can someone explain it to me? Like, why you need to call the interest of your affections daddy? Like, I don't understand. I can play GameCube games online with Franz. Why does this sound like a commercial pitch right now? PCXX, PC. I can't pronounce that. Those letters don't work well with my mush mouth. I don't usually eat at Bojangles because it gave me food poisoning once, but, I'm not gonna lie, that's, I'm regretting it. Bojangles is really good. I can play Mario Party with friends! I can play the Pokemon Showdown games with friends! Guys, the Pokemon Showdown, party games are the best thing ever. Rose! Oh, on NetPlay. Okay, that's probably what I need to use then. Oh my gosh, there's so many cool mods you can do with Smash Brothers too. I remember when I first played Smash Brothers, I thought that was where, this is where video games have peaked, you know? I first played Smash Brothers and I was like, the graphics will never get better. This is it. This is the peak. And I have a plan. I have a plan for a YouTube video that I'd love to do, which is a walkthrough growing up with me based off of the video games I was interested in at that time. And sort of relating personality traits to different aspects of video games. Because I think video games did shape who I became as a human being. Because, I mean, they were always there for me, you know? And they didn't yell at me for eating pizza and getting fat. Unlike my parents, no. Pokemon Battle Revolution. Yeah, why was there never a Pokemon Battle Revolution sequel? Also, why are there no other games why are there no other Pokemon games that give me, the Nintendogs features that I want for Pokemon? The reason I like Pokemon is because it scratches all of those, itches that I have with video games, you know? It's, it's turn-based, I can take all my time I need with doing things, it's got an open world, but did I call you on Scoop? No? No. I sent you images, but I always do that when I make thumbnails. Did I accidentally call you on Scoop? I don't think I did. Cody, are you okay? My phone... Did I get hacked? Did I get hacked? Cody, is my Skype hacked? That's weird. Yeah, my roommate is, my checkmark roommate, God, my roommate who is a significantly more successful YouTuber than I is accusing me of calling him on Skype. It's morning in India. It's nighttime in America. Cody, are you drunk? Probably, honestly. He said he was going out to get drunk. He's probably very drunk. Oh no. He's doing all of the illicit activities. How dare him. Which Smash was that? Smash Bros. Melee. Melee. I always pronounced it Melee as a kid because I didn't know how to pronounce it, and then I learned it was pronounced Melee, and I never really recovered from that. I think that was the first big disappointment, and it all went downhill from there. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Yeah, Rose, so we watched this movie, and it was called High Life, and, it was the Robert Pattinson movie, and it was really weird. It was horribly weird, because it was supposed to be about parenthood. But if you watch the movie, nothing in it feels like that. In the game opening. He yells it in the game. I know, but I'm an idiot. You don't understand, Plus Ultra. I'm stupid. I didn't know a guy that I was following and slightly simping for had a British accent until he told me he had a British accent. I was literally like, why are you awake right now? And he was like, because it's 12 a.m. And I was like, I forgot people don't live in America. And he's like, my accent didn't tip you off? Melee. Melee. Okay, also I've been pronouncing brioche buns wrong. I think I've been pronouncing it brioche. Or maybe it's brioche. I'm pronouncing one of them wrong. Why are you awake right now? I have a British... That's basically the conversation we had, Frame Raider. That's the 100% conversation we had. Kids, be nice to me. I have ADD. I'm stupid. Thank you, Nadia, for all of the files that I need. What would I do without people constantly babying me? What would I do without people constantly in my life giving me everything that I need to do so I do not have to face any challenge at all? This is a very consistent thing of mine. I will just not do something for so long that eventually people will walk me through it because they just feel sorry for me. Brioche. I'm going to pronounce it brioche now. Thank you, Rose. Brioche. Also, the way I pronounce semi-truck pisses Cody off because apparently it's semi-truck. But I think semi-truck sounds cuter, so I'm going to keep saying semi-truck. I'm wrong. Oh no. Everyone's wrong all the time. I need to learn how to be an adult. I think that's the biggest takeaway that I'm getting. Semi-truck. It's like kind of a truck. It's like a semi-truck. It's like a little bit of a truck. It's just a semi-truck. The last time someone told you about a semi-truck, was it Booper? Because he's a furry who drives a semi-truck? Do I have WinRAR? Yes. I at least know how WinRAR works. I keep re-downloading it, though. I will not pay for it. I refuse. I do not use it enough to give them money. And I hope everybody is just as horrible of a human being as I am. No, I should have known. It wasn't. Oh. Is that like a slang term that I don't know about? I feel like there's a lot of slang that I don't know about and I accidentally learn. I'm the only one who reads the chat the whole stream. Just wait until I'm doing anything that draws my attention away from the chat. Oh, I should paint you, Chris Rod. I have some stuff I need to get done tonight. Actually, I need to do that tomorrow. I have a lot of stuff I need to get done. My buddy gave me $100 to make him a banner, and I finished his icon, but God, his banner is not done yet. Tiny files. You could just send it over OneDrive, right? Like, email it to me? Or not. Whatever. Oh yeah, plus Ultraman, you gave my computer like 30 viruses when you did that. When you downloaded the emulator, you just clicked yes to a bunch of stuff, and it like gave me a new... It like gave me a new browser. It was like Chromium or something, and that's still not off my computer. I have no idea how to keep Chromium from opening up when I open my computer. Tiny coin. Bitcoin's bad for the environment. I should... Okay, but both of my switches are broken, and I need to text QB about fixing them, but I keep forgetting to be an adult. Yay, computer AIDS. Literally. Someone was, like, offended at Cody for saying that he had AIDS in my furry convention video, and I was like, what a weird thing to be offended by. Cause like he like that's just one of Cody's like things. He's just like I have AIDS. I hope my AIDS gets better. Something like that. That's like what he does. And I was like, there's just so many more things to be offended by than Cody saying that. You have to unclick all of the boxes. Chris Rod, I know what's wrong with them, and I need to buy a new part for them if I want to do it myself. But basically, Nintendo messed up the wiring for their Switches because it's Nintendo, obviously. And if you use an off-brand charger for them, it'll burn out the charging plug because they literally switched two wires and completely messed up the entire software. So both of them have the charging port burned out. Like all the boxes which have streetlights in them. You're just teaching self-driving cars how to come into your house and murder you when you do that. Pretty sure. Pretty sure that's what happens. I think that's the logic. Man, Sunday, does anybody else feel like Sunday, like, goes super slow? I feel like every Sunday that I go through, it's just like, it's like you're kind of like panicked because tomorrow's gonna be Monday, you know? And Monday's like a day where you actually have to get stuff done. And like Sunday, like you never relax, but it feels like it takes forever to just be done, you know? I've never felt like comfortable on a Sunday because it's always a school day the next day, you know? A knife-wielding shark. Tell your uncle I love him. I love sharks so much. You guys don't understand how much I fucking adore sharks. Is this the shark sketchbook? I have one sketchbook that just has like 30 drawings of sharks. No, but it does have these very nice looking characters that are not from anything that I've done, but I just wanted to draw like a group shot that totally looked like they could be from something, and I like him a lot. He gives me cyborg vibes. I need to eternally worship the Jesus. Also, I had like a really dumb drawing, and I don't think it's in the sketchbook, but it's basically of my fox character carrying a bag full of $100 bills, and she's saying, wait, I think it's this sketchbook. Okay, so I drew this stupid picture, and I'm very proud of it for no reason at all. A Jak and Daxter stream would be really fun. So I need to make sure there's no penises here. I'm a little loosey-goose. So anyways, it's my fox character, and she's carrying a bag full of $100 bills, and it says, "Does any large, sexy furry want to help me with some not illegal tasks? Honestly, you don't even have to be that sexy. We'll be rich." And I don't know why, but I just really appreciate her. I have not come up with much of a character for her, but I love the concept of her just being a thief fox. But, like, she gets very offended when people assume she's a thief because she's a fox. She's like, I'm a thief because I'm a thief, not because I'm a fox. That's profiling. I might do a Jak and Daxter stream. I probably should already, so I can just do it. Is Cody home? No. I don't think so. How are the snacks? Both of them are doing awesome. I recently bought rats for them, and when I de-thawed them, both of the rats were spoiled, so I had to buy new rats. So that kind of sucked. But, other than that, is she Sly Cooper's girlfriend? No, I think she's a forest. She's like a benevolent forest spirit that... What I'm going with for her whole thing is she's a forest spirit that's forest got destroyed by just humans being shitty, so she has no forest to spirit over, so she just keeps stealing money and giving it to like environmentalist organizations until eventually she has a domain again. So that's kind of the working theory that I'm going with. I wonder what would Cody even be doing if he was home? He's like, he's never here. Because I don't think he likes being in the house when I'm streaming. You hate it when you need a rat and it's spoiled. Who did that? What monsters? Fuck nature, steal from humans. She could buy her own forest with the money. I mean, I guess she could, but she wants her forest back, and it's never gonna be the same. Because there's a city on top of it. Actually, I think I'll put a Walmart where her forest used to be. Okay, so I started doing this thing, and I hate myself for it, but in the South, instead of saying Walmart, they say the Walmart, as if Walmart's a goddamn proper noun. So I started saying the Walmart, because I thought it sounded hilarious, and now I do it unironically, and I want to kill myself. Like, Walmart is not a proper noun. You don't have to say the Walmart. It's not fancy enough to be the Walmart. That's like saying the Olive Garden. But it's my culture, okay? Walmart is my culture. Do not appropriate my culture, plus. Crying, don't cry. Alright, dudes and dudettes, I'm gonna get off of here because I have to clean up my room because everything's completely out of sorts. Is that a Bojangles? Yep, it's Bojangles. I drank all my Diet Pepsi. Alright guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll do a longer stream tomorrow. But today I want to clean the entire house. Because nothing's clean yet, and I've spent the entire day cleaning. And I do this really dumb thing where I focus on, like, a minute task, like cleaning a desk, and then the desk is beautiful, and the rest of the house isn't clean. So I'm going to try to actually clean the house today. Alright, don't let Mal eat the embroidery machine. I'll do my best. Good night, guys. Sweet dreams. Don't let the bedbugs bite. I love you so much. Thank you so much, Patrick Williamson, for being the top supporter of the night. I don't think you're a real person, though. I don't think Patrick Williamson is real. I think he's never talked in the chat, and he just randomly donates. I think it's like Cody donating to me because he feels bad for me or something. I don't know. But anyways, I love you guys so much. Sweet dreams. Good night, Rose and Nadia and Bad Boy Live and JR and Daracuda and Frame Raider and Plus Ultraman and Sinbad and Milk My Manutter and all you beautiful people. I love you so much. Good luck out there. It's my dad. He's dead. I love you guys. Sweet dreams. Don't let the bedbugs bite. Good night, brave little Spidey. I love you. Good night, Sebas, and bye. Oh, good night, Okapolo. That's Okapolyo? That's a cute name. I like that. Good night, Chow Garden, if you're still in here.